Interwebs.
It's dead.
Hello, interwebs. Pleased to meet you. This is MidnightRangeTM's The Closer. You've heard of me on such crap-ass shows as MK Journal Outdoors and Budget Guns and Gears and garbage and shit and stuff. That's me.
Isn't Gary's foul territory?
I'm the guy in that foul territory. Yeah. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know.
In rat and raves.
The chicken probably threw the egg. I don't know. Threw the egg across the street. That's why the chicken crossed the road. He threw an egg across the road. So, what's going on, everybody?
Somebody's got two of them playing.
Uh-oh. That's two more than we need.
It was me. I'm retarded.
You're like a tire. You're retreaded. All right, let's see what we got.
That's why the spare tire is so big. It's been retreaded several times.
Like goes on, Corky.
That's right.
You've been retreaded so times that they're made in. He's been made into sandals in South America. That's how bad it is, you know. They cut the rubber and they make them sandals.
That's where the rubber hits the road. Eighth was out there. Gunpowder Beauty was out there. So we even let girls in the chat. We even let the girls in. Oh, hi! Somebody's coming to say hi. How you doing? We'll be hearing you.
We're not a boys only club like the Little Rascals. No girls
That's
allowed.
She's not
no girls allowed.
the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
That's right. No, ma'am.
We're no ma'am.
Yeah. Sam of Anarchy's out there. Moo 8. Gunpowder again. Mike's out there. I see he's out there throwing up. Look at him. This guy can't handle this kind of awesomeness.
You don't have the stomach for it.
He don't. George is out. Steven Sheets, what's going on, brother? Gizzard's out there. Guns and BB Quay's out there. They're in here too. Almost everybody that's out there is in here. And that's how you throw a party. None of that half-ass shit.
I didn't check. Did Honda make a show? He didn't do one last night.
I think he is, and
Yeah.
I feel like I saw that he's going live pretty soon. So,
Because last night he didn't do a show.
Quick, let's screw up the internet before he goes
Right.
live.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you called me a goyle, like Popeye. I hope. Well, technically, I mean, you can identify as whoever you want. So you're just, just another birth giver, right? I mean,
Birthing
man, woman,
person, individual.
Oh, that's right. Birthing person. That's right. Speaking of birthing person, what's going on, Moo? How's it been? Long time no see.
Has it been a while? I don't know. I'm way too busy, man. I don't like.
It's been 2 weeks.
I don't like this at all.
I just like to do two things at a time in the day. You know, take out the trash and then make something to eat, and that's it. I'm done.
Usually, it's just watching TikTok and taking a dump.
That's why I called you the birth giver. Give birth to something.
That's multitasking right there.
There you go. Multitasking at its best.
No, man. Glad to be here. What's up, everybody?
Glad to have you. Glad to have you back. George, what's going on, man?
Hey, there's nothing much, man. Just like I said earlier in the chat earlier before we went all live, that enjoying the weather. It's 47, rainy, cold right now, so have the heater on just a tad, so it won't be too hot. So it's been lazy weather, man. I've been enjoying it. Start playing video games and just enjoying the day off, man. Thanks for the invite and happy to be here.
Gunpowder says, I thought everyone watched TikTok while sitting on the toilet. I have never watched an actual TikTok video on TikTok. I'm proud to say. I'm sure I've seen a bunch of them on Instagram. I don't have TikTok.
Now, some of us prefer watching stuff that doesn't rot our brains. Like hobo fights.
bum fights. Right. Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, watching Hasbullah fight,
I did speaking of fights, I did a little Instagram post here a little while ago from Jake Paul Tyrone Woodley fight. Boy, he knocked the shit out of that guy. Holy crap!
Yeah, he did,
Yes.
man. He
Man,
just sweat. I think the sweat still is like circulating the earth.
whew, boy, I'll tell you, we can pull it up. We can pull the video up or whatever the final couple seconds or whatever later. But I know, Jake Paul's not not the best fighter in the world or anything, but I'll tell you what, for not fighting for very long, he can hold his own pretty well. Tyrone Woodley's an MMA fighter. He does box. He does stuff like he does box too. I mean, I'm not going to try and take anything away from the guy, but I'll tell you what, it ended. It ended badly. He was starched, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
So if you see my Instagram post this little while ago, it said thank God that Tyrone Woodley was sponsored by Dude Wipes because he got the shit knocked out of him. He's gonna need them.
That's probably the last sponsor he's gonna get.
Yeah.
Maybe
hey, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot. They didn't ask about me working overtime, and I didn't say anything about it, so I had the weekend off. So, got to have a bit of an adventure on Saturday. One of the local gun shops that I go to, well, local as in an hour and a half away. The guy who's been running it for almost 40 years, he's retiring, so had a kind of a retirement thing and kind of a handover to the new owners on Friday. So went to that, found a little something. And as I was walking out to my truck, realized that the jacket that I had left in the truck had my truck keys in. So that was fun.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping you were going to say that you're buying a gun shop now since he was retiring, but
no, I'd rather earn other people's money than have to actually put in, actual work on my own part.
So there's not going to be no poop flinger tactical anytime soon. Is what you're saying?
No.
Also, speed loader is that?
Speed loader. No, but I had a family member there, so I was able to get a ride back to my place and back there to grab my spare set. So everything turned out okay.
Good. That sucks, man. Losing your keys, locking your keys in your car, can't find your wallet, that kind of stuff. It's just brutal, man. I hate it.
Yeah, especially when you realize the whole. Because I pulled into the parking lot, and as I was pulling in, it's like, oh, hey, that looks like Frankie's truck. Our friend who has the FFL. Oh, yeah, that's Frankie. So we got to chatting, and you don't think about it. You turn off, you put your keys in your pocket. I get out and it's like, oh, yeah, it's like 10 degrees outside, but I know it's going to be like 78 degrees in the shop. So I probably don't need my heavy-ass winter coat. Whoop! Threw that in there, lock it.
Yeah.
And as I was walking out the door, oh, fuck. It's not my shirt pocket that I put the keys in. It's my jacket pocket that's locked, so.
I've locked my keys in my car twice in my history of driving. And
so far I'm bad at that, too.
Even when I get gas, I roll my window down when I get out of the truck.
Dude, I do that shit too sometimes. I do that shit too because I'm like, I always. I'll tell you what I had too is a couple of weeks. Well, more than a couple of weeks ago, it was a month or two ago. There's a mechanism in my rear door that came undone, so I couldn't use the handle from the outside, only the inside. So I was like, yeah, like that one. That kind of stuff makes you nervous. Like that, you said that happened. He's like, well, I hope something like that doesn't happen someday. Like my keys don't work or something. It drives. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll leave my windows down a little bit too.
Actually, I lied. I've only locked my keys in my car once. The other time was I started the truck.
Oh, you bored him to death. Where'd he go? He caused him to leave. Thanks, Moo. You leave for 2 weeks and you start telling a goddamn story, and he
forgot to leave his window down.
Okay.
The other time was
it's the fact that dumbass that mute button is literally like right on top of the leave studio button. It's that's the worst place for it. I don't know why they have it right there, and I click it all the time.
Yeah, my dog actually, we were at a Christmas, family Christmas get together, and I fired up the truck and threw the dog in there. We let it warm up because it was snowing and stuff like that. And I come out and the dog's feet locked the door on the armrest. So here it was running with the dog in there. that was fun.
Yeah, what I do, like sometimes I lock myself out during work. I'll be like working at a job site and stuff, and I'll be like getting something for my car, and then oh crap, I locked myself out. So what I do is that I have one of those chains that, it's like to hold your whistle and stuff. If you need a whistle and stuff like that, it's a little chain that you put into your pocket, and it clips on your lapel. I put a spare key there, so that way, if I'm working and I lock myself out, I can open the door, and I've done it at least a couple of times. Other times I've had the window down just so much that I would find like a stick or something, and I would like unlock the door. But there's a couple of times I've been at work and people say, I locked myself out. Can you help me? And I said, well, I have a way to open the car, but I don't think you're gonna like it. So I pull out the baton, and want me to open it? He goes, no. You don't have one of those
Center punches,
Slim Jim,
little Jack Slim Jims and stuff. He goes, no, I don't have it, but I can do this. He goes, no, it's okay. We'll just call somebody. I said, this will do the job real quick. Yeah, but it sucks you lock yourself out.
Yeah, it blows, man. Gizzard, what's happening, brother? Long time no talk.
Where am I? What is this?
He's lost. Poor,
yeah,
poor guy
did not get here.
This
is not my beautiful wife.
Your show? Oh, damn,
dude! He was he was trying to get on. He was trying to get on shooting left to center.
Yeah. Oh, not a whole lot going on. I did my 4-hour show this morning, and I thought, let's let somebody else drive for a while. So
there you go.
I'm a passenger in this vehicle.
How you feeling? How you getting over the herp?
Yeah, I think so. Finally, but that stuff is definitely
no more flare-ups.
100% do not recommend. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It blows, man.
It does.
I know it. Yeah,
talking about that. I just got my booster yesterday, man.
Yeah,
it started itching. I started like, oh, why is it feeling itching? I was like, dang it. Finally it kind of like settled down. I still feel a little soreness, but I mean, I just said, oh, what the heck, I'll get it. Yeah, I'm fine.
They advised me to wait a little while. They said if I did it within the next couple of months with all the antibodies I have in here, I'd probably have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait. My brother they did the same thing too. He had gotten COVID, the herp, and then he said he had to wait before he would have to get the vaccine and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I got.
That's good to hear that you're doing better.
Thank you.
I got a little sick with my first shot. My second one I was okay with, but my first, the
first vaccine, it happened to me too. I was sick for like a day, maybe a half, and it kind of went away.
Horrible,
like,
just
cool.
Not nearly as bad as when I actually had it, and I was pretty miserable. But
I was knocked down a week with both shots.
Yeah, so I know some people were.
Yeah.
Wow. Some people told me that it was the second shot that got them got a reaction. They got sick on the second one.
Yeah, a lot of people told me that too. So I was kind of worried when I went and got the second one. I was like, well, shit, if I was feeling like crap on the first one, the second one, but I was fine. No big deal.
Yeah, you wake up and you forget, like, well, am I supposed to get sick? Oh, I guess not. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I had the one shot thing. So
yeah.
J&J. So
Guns and BB Quay, what's going on?
Oh, same old same. Pretty unexciting life I lead. Yeah.
What's good? How's the night? How's the shows doing? How's using the Qs, the moos and the Qs?
And the two fat guys from Minnesota. Was it Indiana?
Michigan.
There you go. I know it was one of the states with the M on it.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Man, Mexico. They're from Mexico.
Mutin.
Mexico. Mexico.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'd say it was a good time last night. I'd say the chat got off the rails early and never quite got back on. It's pretty good. A lot of
Nothing wrong
innuendo
with
as usual.
Did you change times on that? Because I remember you guys used to start off a little late on Saturdays. Now it's like I check and it's like, wow, the show already passed. It's like it was like 3 hours ago or something. Like when I checked last night.
No, I'm gonna say been starting at 9:30 like we have been for hell, I don't know how long.
Okay, 9:30. Yeah, I keep thinking
Yeah.
it's like around 11 or around the 10 or 11. And sometimes I'll check and I was like, oh man, it already passed. So I'll listen to the afterwards.
You're a nice guy for doing that.
Oh,
Say,
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Last night's probably would have been a good one to listen to because, man, like I said, a lot of innuendo with that one.
Well, especially like the video did that short video about getting your new equipment, your new gear. And he goes,
Oh,
that's the sound of a zipper. Don't worry about it. Yes, that's right. That was a zipper sound.
As I pan down to my crotch. Then I'm like, there's gonna be big things coming. I'm like, man, and I didn't even as soon as I had opened the zipper and everything, I was like, oh wow. But then I said there's gonna be big things coming, and when I watched it back later, that's when it hit me. I was like, oh wow, because that didn't just go along with everything. Like that didn't work on purpose or anything. I swear it wasn't on purpose, but
Shouldn't
That's
swear
when
it's
they
bad
knew you
That
were
was
lying.
cool, man. I enjoyed it.
but yeah, looking forward to getting
Alright.
messed with that camera at least.
Mhm.
So here's a short story.
Speaking of things
but
coming out of zippers.
speaking of short stories, right? Maybe you guys could confirm or deny this, or maybe nobody knows. It says Cabelas won't transfer pistol lowers. It says. I don't know what Cabelas this was. This is a real short story. This just in. Wanted to give a rant / PSA about the FUD headquarters known as Cabelas. I ordered a pistol lower from PSA to my local Cabelas. All fine and dandy until I go to pick it up. After informing the guy behind the counter that I had a pistol lower that arrived a day or so ago, he promptly goes into the back, and after waiting 10 minutes, someone finally comes out. Some different employee informed me that they shipped my order back to Palmetto because, quote, we don't transfer braced lowers. What? Why? I don't know, man. That's what the direction from the top said. So,
That's weird.
have you guys ever heard of this?
No,
Yeah.
No,
weird.
but I've never heard of Cabelas doing outside transfers either.
Yeah, I think
Um,
there's a couple things wrong here.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I
well,
bought-
I know.
I bought two
Well-
strip lowers from Cabelas in the last year.
But
not
were
braced.
they Cabelas inventory, or were they stuff that you went on a site and
It was inventory.
okay? So I don't know whether they, like I said, with Cabelas being this
transfer.
big corporate entity, whether they look at anything that's not bought from them as fuck you.
That could be.
Yep. But I was going to say a couple problems here. One, he ordered from PSA, and that's a mistake. Two, why is he having it sent to Cabelas? He should have it sent to an LGS because support your local retailer. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the FUD in me.
Well, I know Bass Pro Shop. Well, you can use Bass Pro Shop. A couple of years ago, I got a price from them to get a pistol shipped into them, and it was crazy. It was exorbitant. It was like $65 or some crazy shit to transfer it. But at the time, I didn't have a place that I was working with all the time, so I was calling a couple of places to get pricing. So I mean, I know Bass Pro Shop at the time. I mean, maybe now that it could be different. Who knows? I know they were. I could have transferred a gun through them from an online purchase, but it was a pistol, not a braced AR, not a pistol lower. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't know. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know if anybody had heard that or not.
Yeah, it's
What's up,
kind of
Ellis?
weird. I
What's going on,
never
brother
heard that.
man?
Anybody else notice the Such ad over there on the right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Trying
I was
not
like,
to.
I was gonna say another issue here is why the heck is he buying a dedicated pistol lower? Why not just buy a lower, then it gets put in as an other, and then you can just put a brace on it yourself.
Yeah, unless
Well-
it's one of those package deals where the brace is, brace and tube and everything is $20 or $50, and this
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a lower.
everything was already included.
Perhaps.
Yeah, like
Never
I bought
underestimate the laziness of the average person.
I just don't like this.
I
guy
bought
on the
a-
way around.
I bought a complete lower from PSA and had it shipped to my guy. And in PA, whether it's a pistol lower, I'm going to think how it is. It doesn't matter if you get a strip lower or a complete lower. I think it's the same. I think it's an other when you get it. I don't remember.
I think at least
Well,
federally they're supposed to put it down
of the-
as another, unless it comes with
Yeah.
something to make it not another.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
it was
the discretion of the retailer. They could put it
I-
down however they wanted. Like
I think-
like say you wanted it just as a pistol, you could say, "Hey, I'm doing making a pistol out of this," and they could put it down as a pistol. But because there are places that are like, we're only doing this as a rifle, and you tell them pound salt because if I want to turn it into a pistol at some point, I want it to be a pistol then.
Right.
So make it an other. So,
Right.
which I mean, I understand. Some places they look at it as it's our FFL license. They don't want to jeopardize that, and so it is what it is. But last I knew, it was really up to discretion on what they wanted to do. That's why I always ask when I'm at any gun shops, if I'm going to buy a stripped lower, how are they going to market?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what else we got here. I know we talked about this one a while back. We talked about this one a while back. Motion to dismiss in Lightning Link case has been denied. So this dude in Florida was selling these cards, Autokeycard.com, which is now null and void. There is no, it's all shut down now. But he was selling these credit card sized cards out of stainless steel that had the parts basically like engraved in it. You could just sort of punch them out or cut them out. The ATF allegedly hold on. Why is everything
Did you get
size of stuff is weird? Like, there we go. Oh, it's got a weird.
doohickey?
Yeah. There we go. ATF arrested Mr. Rubin for allegedly violating the NFA. The Florida man was selling a thin piece of metal with an outline of a lightning link sketched onto the surface. He sold the item through his now defunct website. A lightning link. We know what a lightning link does. The ATF claimed that Irvin designed the item to and intended the buyers to convert their firearms into machine guns using the Autokeycard. Prosecutors also claim the Autokeycard was readily convertible into a lightning link using basic metalworking tools. The federal government declares that a user could cut out the lightning link's basic shape from the metal card, then bend the pieces into a working shape. The ATF believes people who purchased the card intended to convert their AR-15 rifles into automatic rifles. The ATF views any device that a person designs to convert a gun into an automatic firearm as a machine gun itself. This method is how the ATF reclassified bump stocks out to Vegas. Irvin claimed the Autokeycard was nothing more than a novelty and a piece of art. Okay. Irvin's defense team also claimed that the Autokeycard was protected under the First Amendment. Currently, there are no cases where anyone used the Autokeycard to convert a firearm into a machine gun. Well, I don't know that I believe that, but that's neither here nor there, right? They filed a motion to dismiss the case. Say again?
Honestly, if they say there's no cases, just means that they haven't
Found the person yet.
With the well, they got the shipping records, all that fun jazz. So if they really did decide to go around door to door, hey, we want that card, they haven't found anybody that actually took the time to cut out the parts and bend them and all that fun jazz that they needed to. And and there's no court cases pending where somebody was found using it. So
yeah. Try to dismiss the case on these constitutional grounds. They claim that the Autokeycard is not a machine gun, and Irvin did not design it to be a machine gun. They claim that the Autokeycard is protected under the First Amendment. His counsel claimed that the ATF violated his freedom of expression. The judge denied the motion and stated that a jury would have to decide if the Autokeycard is a machine gun and if Irvin's device is protected under the First Amendment. Although this decision is disappointing to the defenders, it's not a totally unexpected decision by the judge. Granted, a motion to dismiss would be a summary judgment. Jesus, summary. Like it's in the summertime. Unfortunately,
use your inside words.
Yeah, right. Mr. Irvin, the court has decided that there are no summary judgment remedies in the federal criminal case. Case law tied the judge's hands, and the judge's decision is in line with prior court cases. Yeah, John Crump did that one. Did you guys see? I guess he yanked it down. Did you see John Crump's interview with the dude from Nagger? Holy shit, that was spicy.
Yeah, if you want to call it an interview, I mean,
it was more of just bashing the dude. It's pretty rough.
I like the fact that he called them out, but the way he did it really sucked. Because I would have liked to actually hear the guy flounder, and because he clearly had no answers. But as the guy's floundering, Crump's just like a rabid dog moving it right onto the next thing,
piling on him. Yeah,
he was really going hard at him. Just like, at least let the guy in. That's the only complaint I had there. Was I would have liked to see the guy actually flounder and try and squirm his way out of it, then hit him with the next one and keep it going. But I mean, it was just like 3 seconds between each one. He was just boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. So this is interesting. I don't know. Really, I really don't know what to think about it.
Yeah, no, right.
It's pretty crazy. Let's see what happens here.
Should it be legal?
This one Mike was talking about on his show earlier. 14-year-old son of pizza store employee shoots alleged robber in the face. So I did learn too, because I watched another video on this, and I watched a video on it where it was the news. The news was talking about it. This dude had robbed a CVS, literally like across the street, like catty corner from the place. He robbed a CVS, and left the CVS and went straight to this pizza shop, and then tried to rob the pizza shop. And the kid pulled out a gun and plugged him. And so it says that teen son of Philadelphia pizza shop employee shoots robber during struggle. Police say the teenage son of the Philadelphia pizza shop employee shot a robber in the face as the man fought with his parent over the cash. So he shoots him. Guy takes off, and they find him like down in the cell. He went down these set of steps to the subway or whatever, and they found him down there. They basically followed a trail of blood, and they said he was laying against sitting against the wall down there with the money all over the place. So he didn't get very far. So there you go. And now he was also, I forget what else he was accused of. I don't remember, but he hit the CVS up first.
I've been thinking of a different one that someone had linked in one of Matt's chats. I thought the guy got domed right there and then.
No, he got shot and took off, ran, and then the cops found him. He was bleeding out.
Rodeo Cheeseburger's in the back.
Rodeo Cheeseburger. Kid's a hero and deserves a medal, Ellis says. Yeah, man. He's a good shot, right?
In the face.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the face. Chicago PD hosts buyback, pledged to destroy every firearm they receive. Go figure.
Jeez.
So, Chicago police are hosting a gun buyback.
There's an SKS there.
Yeah, it was yesterday. There's all sorts of stuff in that pile. There's some interesting there that looks like a upside down there. I don't know what that is. It's got a fake suppressor on it, so maybe it's like a 22 or something.
It looks like one of those Walther or Umarex MP5.
It's probably it's a GSG 15.
There's a high point carbine upside down.
Mm-hmm.
You know that 22 that Ghost has that looks like an MP5.
Is that similar?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. That's what that it looks like the GSG 1522.
Yeah.
They look like an MP5, but they had to alternate them. I mean, since they look like HK, and stuff, they said no, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like redesign it, so you can still keep manufacturing them. So that looks just like the one that Ghost has, except Ghost has, I think, a folding stock on it. That one looks like it has a fixed stock.
They are offering $100.
$100.
$100 for a gun, no questions asked. Each BB gun, air gun, and replica gun will receive $10.
Oh God!
No questions asked.
Not a single.
All guns turned in at this event will be destroyed and never returned to the street. Dun, dun, dun.
I can hardly wait to see a video.
Except for whatever a couple of the higher officers might pilfer for their own personal uses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can hardly wait to see a TikTok video of gang members shooting it out with pellet guns or something.
Ow, that stings.
That's zippy. Take it easy there, buddy.
It was in vacation.
Only one
it was
pump.
National Lampoon's Vacation. He goes, "That's a pellet gun, is it? But it still hurts." John Candy gets hit in the arm. Oh, yes, it does hurt.
Somebody's been pumping them up 10 times. You sons of bitches.
Oh my God, a white kid with 2 toy guns. Oh my God. I didn't even know they were still making Home Alone movies. First of all,
I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't checked it out. But it's on Disney Plus.
I thought that was Ralphie.
Yeah,
it's a little kid. It's a little kid from Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah,
the main character's friend.
So it says former actress Mia Farrow called out Disney over posters of its Home Alone reboot featuring a white male kid holding 2 toy guns. Burn, burn, burn.
Let's see. One looks like a squirt gun, and the other one looks like it launches billiard balls.
Well,
so
yeah, that's like
if you yeet a billiard ball hard enough, that's not a toy. That'll knock somebody out.
Yeah, you could do an awful lot of damage with that. So
those white
like shoot a potato gun.
Yeah, it was. Well, that's what I was going to say. Took a potato gun and made it shoot pool balls. It'd be pretty brutal, though.
Heck of a kick.
Yeah.
So it says, surely Disney could have found a more positive image than a white male kid carrying 2 huge guns. And second follow-up tweet about the poster. Really, Disney? She added.
Note how they state former actress. You don't fuck
Yeah.
with the mouse.
That's right.
Period.
So, I don't know if anybody gives a shit what Mia Farrow fucking.
I didn't until she reminded me that that movie existed, in which case, fuck her.
Yeah, there you go.
There were 2 Home Alones and 1 very bad sequel. Anything else is just no, doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck you, Heidi.
Yeah, fuck you, Heidi. Fuck you, Mia.
Hi, Mia. Why are you holding the
Different
Mavic
Mia.
behind him?
Different Mia. Palmetto State Armory, AK Top Rail. We were talking about top rails last week. It's funny. This one popped up. So they're PSA's apparently going to be doing some dust covers with the rail on them. That's the one we were
the back sight.
That's the one we were talking about last week from the TWS. And I'd looked at these a few years ago. They're a pretty good looking option. But these, I suppose, are just going to be like, here's the prototypes. And they lock into the back. My only concern with these are there's almost always a little bit of play, in that rail. So, I mean, it'd be fine for a red dot. It's going to be fine for that kind of thing, for plinking, and it'll be fairly accurate, I'm sure. But, it's not something that you're going to want to mount a scope to. But is that the gun you're really going to be using with a scope anyway,
Well, considering if that picture there is their prototype, that they've got a rear sight whittled out, it looks like it's replacing the rear sight. So they've got something solid that they're mounting to, and fucking have the top rail here around. I know there are some that underneath the where your takedown button is, they actually have a couple of set screws that kind of jack against or put tension on the dust cover to kind of lock it up against the rear trunnion or whatever the hell it is called.
Yeah, I'll say this: there's some cheap ones out there by like NC Star or some, companies like that.
Here it is.
I've seen those, and those really didn't seem sturdy. The Texas Weapon System one seems pretty nice, and this looks like it's modeled similarly. Outlaws Ellis says, "I'll stick with a side mount." Yeah, it's like I don't have a side mount on mine.
You're telling me this doesn't scream quality and accuracy potential?
What's that? Sorry. Here, hold on.
Fine, it'll give me a chance to stand up. You're telling me that this doesn't scream good and quality?
Is that what yours is?
Cool.
It came with the box. It was the box of shit that the person who sold me their AK gave me after they forgot to give it to me. So
that's a 3,000-yard gun right there.
There you
go. Now, Moo, how many times have we told you to stop measuring things in relevant size to your dick? We keep telling you it's not inches, it's millimeters.
Ape, I really like your ghost gun. Man, it really camouflages good.
Oh, it's the
you need to camouflage your red dot.
Well, but if I camouflage the red dot, then there's nothing for the red dot to project against to bounce back to my eye. See, you got to think fourth dimensionally here, George.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. I am corrected.
As the person mentioned, the current models can be had for around $80. That's not too bad. $80 isn't horrible if it's quality. If it's gonna,
I'll believe them when I start seeing them make the Jackal.
Yeah, there you go. The current models for the AKP and AKV can be had for around. So I wonder if it'll fit. Are their dust covers proprietary? Do you know?
No idea.
Will they? I don't have any clue either. Like I don't know if they'll like it. Will their dust covers fit on a wasser or something like that?
I mean, they're AKs. They've never exactly been known as tight tolerance pieces of equipment.
Right. It's basically what you're saying is you could probably hammer it into place and be okay.
These things were meant to be made by drunken Slavic and Czechoslovakian elves with rocks and sheet metal.
We'll see.
I'm pretty sure an American with a ball-peen hammer could do a half a decent job.
Hey, if Iron Man can make a suit in a cave,
That's true.
Out of a box of scraps.
Yeah. And a nuclear reactor in his chest. I mean, holy shit.
who doesn't
You
have
do
one
that.
of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. You're good to go.
Man, if I had one of those, I'd be dead of cancer already. Come on, arc reactor.
Oh, but the magnet would be sucking all the cancer towards it. So, this cancer is magnetic.
All my cancer's magnetic.
Well, that's what you get for crushing up that white powder, not realizing that it was magnesium and not cocaine.
Oh, I just had
much,
really bad.
too much
brain
iron.
stroke.
Too much iron in your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough zinc.
Yeah.
Zinc
trying
is
to
what my
think
in-laws
here.
call the sink.
The zinc.
Is that where the dirty dishes are, in zinc?
And my palo.
Hey, he said, "Hey, stop pissing in the zinc, would you?" How do you marry this guy over here? He's pissing in the zinc.
He doesn't even pull the dishes out before he pisses.
Don't worry, it's got ammonia in it. Ammonia is a cleaner, right?
Yeah, 6 and 1. There you go. Yeah, I mean, you got to look on the bright side.
And that's how I ended up with the cut above this side of my head. Now, as for the caved-in part where the frying pan's sticking out, I answered her truthfully that, yes, those spandex jeans did make him look fat.
You got teeth out?
I have tooth out.
Jordash.
Du hast.
DoorDash.
Jordash.
Thanks.
I like a service for delivering your
Did you
Jordans
say
to your door.
Jordash or DoorDash?
Jordash.
DoorDash. If
Those
you
were
ever,
fine jeans back in my day.
if you
Yeah,
ever
jeans,
wanted to
DoorDash.
know,
Jordash
ever
sticks
wanted
out
to
when you
know
wear
what
those.
it's like to work in a restaurant, here you go.
Come on
No
now,
mind.
now. Y'all got time to lean? Y'all hear the bell? I need you in the kitchen. Come on now. Y'all got time to lean? You got time to clean. We need 5 click pins to start a shift. 5 click pins to start a shift. Full hands in, full hands out. Get off your phone. Where's Brad? He's my 5 o'clock. Just FYI, vacation requests have to be approved by a manager. Nobody has New Year's Eve off. Don't even ask. That's a write-up. That's a write-up. Push the fish. Push the fish. Y'all, we got 3 orders of spin dip left all day. That's it. 86 mahi. 86 mahi. Get off. Don't ask me for time off when I'm on the floor. Put it in the book. Brian, pre-bus your tables. Who's on lemons? Who's on butters? Y'all got to quit congregating at the host stand. Kevin, why is your table looking around? I need you off the clock. Let's go. Slow down your tables. Let's speed these tables up. Turn them. Get off your phone. Y'all hear the bell? I need you in the...
That is
Funny. You've seen the ones where he's doing like the hipster talk and the millennials, and he's got a good channel.
Yeah, he does some funny stuff.
Sure.
I love this sound. I love this sound it makes. One comment says, "I think he's dead."
Oh, he's face down in the muck.
Yeah, anyway, he's blowing bubbles in the puddle.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can drown in as little as 2 inches of water. Dwarf about a third of that.
Yeah.
Midnight
What
Wonder.
the hell?
Revolver says, "Hey, I'm from the Midwest, and I say zinc."
Now, Revolver, that's not that bad. Now, next to your zinc there, you got a cloth that you use to, like, wipe on
Warshed.
your dishes. Is it washcloth or washcloth?
No, it's
Yeah,
warshed.
my dad used to say wash. I don't know why the hell he used
Oh,
to
I
say
know.
wash, but he used to say that.
You got to wash out your milk cup.
I took my old car to the mechanic because it was making a terrible noise. He removed the Mariah Carey Christmas CD, and now it's fine.
All I want from Christmas is you.
She looks
Do
weirder and
something.
weirder every year. I just saw some commercial with her in it the other day. I was like, oh man.
Weird as in addicted to plastic surgery, or just weird as in you are not aging well?
Just I don't know, just weird looking. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
She's weird.
know.
Got big tits.
yeah, she's weird looking. Like her, she keeps getting plastic surgery to try and it's not horrible. It's just there's something about it. I don't know. She's just
It's
I
that
look
uncanny
like-
valley kind of thing, where it looks
Mm.
almost human but not quite.
yeah, something weird about it.
Yeah. Like Pennywise face or something.
Aww. Michelle had
Oh,
her
no.
baby. Look. Oh, that's so. What's his name? Daniel. Look.
What the fuck? Beautiful.
He goes, what the fuck? He's beautiful.
Oh, you should see a baby picture of my son. He's hideous.
We know. We've seen your baby picture.
I know, right?
It was not gonna. It was gonna get a lot worse before it got better.
And you can only hope.
As my final act as manager before I quit, I approve all my staff's overlapping holiday time off requests. That would be a hell of a way to go out.
That's great.
Everybody's good to go. See you in hell later, losers.
By the way, that stuff that I said was the fish. It wasn't the fish.
Oh, this guy wins the internet for sure.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Let's wait.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, and so
What's
your
going on?
50th police call coming to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is great, though.
The cops would eventually get pissed off at you and tell you to make you take it down.
Yeah.
Fuck the police.
SpiderMan, work from home.
Have you seen the movie yet?
Lies and slander.
Man, he's even drinking Jack Daniels. Shit, that could
I'm-
be me on my ledge.
This guy
Your
says
leg.
personally.
Listen. Go ahead.
This guy says personally, I've lost 30 pounds since I've been working from home, but I can see how it could go the other way. I just replied, "Shut up, Scott."
Skyler.
Shut up, Skyler. Yeah.
Skyler.
Gavin Newsom has finally proposed a plan to stop theft crime in California. The $255 million plan will put officers in stores, among other things. The crime is literally so bad that those who defunded the police are refunding. Gavin Newsom has finally proposed a plan to stop theft.
You want to defund the police, huh? Oops. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Moo.
Are you ready for it?
Freaking tarp from the truck comes right off and lands straight on the motorcycle.
Oh.
Almost got run over.
I just looked at a motorcycle yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And now this will forever be in the back of your mind.
Look at him! Look at him!
Yeah, it's crazy. Did you guys see this video? This is insane.
Brain.
Dude literally just walks up, lights a dude's fucking car on fire, and takes off. It's like, what the hell? I'll tell you what, like 3 guys like from the gas station or what. This isn't. I don't think this is in the United States.
And looks like someplace in Europe from how wide the license plate is.
How skinny all the people are.
Yeah, look at them. They're all in shape.
And
That can't be in the U.S. Jesus.
They're probably working from home.
And the fact that the guy didn't get blasted the first when he just started pulling out the lighter. Like, nope,
Yeah.
nope. We're not going to play that game today.
شايفه هاي ضربته
That was close.
هاي ضربته فوق راسي
Yeah, you better not stand
هاي
back.
ضربته من هنا من هنا من هنا
Or at the very least, if before you stand up, put that rag on the top of your rifle and just kind of peek it out over the edge.
That other sniper really sucks.
Shoot for the blue.
Apparently, she did too. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been return fire.
Right on.
Says, y'all consider this a date? Oh, they set a towel down so they can have a picnic on the bed. Of course, that's a date.
Oh, I thought that was soaking up the last 20 minutes.
The murder. The murder that just happened? Yeah.
You can call it that.
Describe your sex life using only a movie title. Pet Cemetery. Let's see if there's any other good comments.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Home Alone. Toy Story. Jane the Virgin. Oh, Boss Baby. Family Business. Oh, Pacific Rim. Law and Order. Child's Play. Oh. Secret Life of Pets. Fast and Furious. Bad Grandpa.
Fast and Furious is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oof.
Report. Kevin Spacey accuser Linda Culkin dead after being struck by car. Massage therapist suing Kevin Spacey for sexual assault dies ahead of trial. Kevin Spacey won't face criminal charges in groping case after accuser's death. Kevin Spacey accuser dies by suicide day after actor posts kill them with kindness video. This guy's giving the Clintons a run for his money.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Revolver says Gone with the Wind.
I was going to say Marley and Me, but it was too late.
Is that what you're calling your left hand now?
No, that's a stranger. Is that Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley?
Yeah, I know, right? Says day 5, turning straight girls gay.
Hey, that's Randy's job.
Says now look what you did.
Well, Randy's been slacking then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He has no legs, climbs Everest. What's your excuse? His legs won't hurt. Mine will.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, now to be fair, only half his legs are hurting.
Mm-hmm. He only needs 250 milligrams of ibuprofen.
This is going to end well.
No, you
this
can't
is how
do
you
that.
catch. This is how you catch a kinkajou.
Catch a kinkajou. As a kinky Jew, I can confirm.
Is that Sprite, bro?
Are you catch a kinky Jew? As a kinky Jew, I can confirm.
Damn it.
Is that Sprite, bro?
My wife made special Italian-style Christmas spaghetti ornaments. They're fairly cheap at $5 each. Let me know if you're interested. Thanks. They're sealed with epoxy so they won't smell.
That's a good marketing ploy. You know?
Yeah, you buy them for Christmas, and then you save them up over the year, and come next Christmas, you whip them at the heads of people you don't want around you.
That's not smell.
Houston area Democrats gerrymandered map to rig elections for 6 years to ensure a Democratic majority. My brain does not wrap well around the idea of gerrymandering and how they come up with districts and all that kind of jazz, but I know it does seem to be a pretty squirrely operation.
That's exactly why Ohio's Democrat majorities are all in major cities.
Yeah. Well, I think most states are like that. I mean, pretty much all of them. Cities are more Democrat than rural areas. It's always like that. Did you watch? Did you guys see the gun-toting pacifists video?
Oh, got some brass right off the head.
No.
No. I don't think so.
I think it was brass. I'll have to check the video.
You
May have been
better.
a piece of that.
Are you
Jug,
even-
You were using a red dot a minute ago.
I mean, is he? How blind is he that he didn't notice that the big red?
Ouch. Actually, I didn't even notice that the optic flew off the gun and hit me in the head.
Bartender kept that man
I
off.
like that. I like that.
Boss
It might have been
yelled,
a piece.
medic.
Medic.
It might have been
You should-
it might have been a piece of brass. I don't know.
I've been hit.
Should use some Loctite on that.
Yeah.
Never
Well,
tell
it
you
is a
guys a
10
story
millimeter.
about my TX22 1,000 round count.
Hmm?
When I was doing the 1,000 round count for my Taurus TX22, the spring on the back, what you call it, came up and flung me right in the eye. Thank God I had my glasses on at the time.
Yeah. There you go.
Shit. Iron deficiency.
Iron deficiency, man. And this, I like this guy's comment. Tony Starve. Osteoporosis. Yeah.
Going on. That's Aaron Rodgers. And that's Aaron Rodgers. Are you Aaron Rodgers? You were. Hey, what the hell? Yo, what is going on? That's Aaron Rodgers. And that's Aaron Rodgers. Are you Aaron Rodgers? You were. Hey, what the hell?
Crack is a hell of a drug.
North Korea banned citizens from laughing and drinking for 11 days. North Korea has banned its citizens from laughing, drinking, and shopping from Friday onwards as part of an 11-day mourning on the 10th anniversary of former leader and Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il. During the mourning period, we must not drink alcohol, laugh, or engage in leisure activities. A North Korean from the northeastern bordered city of Sinwiju was quoted as saying by Radio Feed Asia, The Telegraph reported. Oh, God, that place must suck. This sucks so much.
They weren't doing that shit anyway.
Yeah, they probably weren't allowed to. That place must blow.
Hey, Ghost.
This one. Okay, so you remember Samuel L. Jackson Beer from the Chappelle Show when it was Chappelle played Samuel L. Jackson playing the Samuel L. Jackson Beer, and he always yelled, and he was like, Samuel L. Jackson Beer, it'll get you drunk. And I was like, why are you yelling? He's like, I ain't yelling. This is how I talk. Ain't you ever seen my movies? That's what this reminded me of.
Nobody do!
I don't know why they're screaming.
You know what to do!
Say what again?
Say what again?
Bye,
What's in your
So
wallet?
why are you yelling?
Get you far away from the mic, I guess. I guess they think you can't hear it.
You should get a therapy dog. Me sharing my problems with my therapy dog. Therapy dog.
No.
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You
I gotta
messed
move,
up.
man.
This is pretty fun. I like this. It's like the Jumbotron doing lookalikes, holiday lookalikes.
Rough.
I want to be attentive.
What's a job?
Wet bandits. That's a good one.
Hey, who wants to go to White Castle?
Ooh, it's sloppy.
Nice and sloppy.
Joe, sloppy Joe.
Oh,
I
here
wish
you
we
go.
had a White Castle here.
Oh, Ghost is out there watching.
Hey, Ghost.
Oh shit! Dude, reserve! Reserve, you dumbass! That was oh my god! Oh my god! Woo! That was like shit.
Like, she's good. The military is the only place in the world you can get yelled at for nearly dying.
Without being married.
I don't remember what this one is. Oh, this guy. Dearborn. Here, this is up in Dearborn, Michigan. Go figure.
Dearborn?
Survival. A man fired shots at 2 different people during an armed robbery.
What is it? What is it, bud? What you guys need?
What you guys need?
I'll see y'all later back at the crib.
What the fuck would you rob a place with bulletproof glass anyway?
What the fuck was he doing trying to shoot through the bulletproof glass?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, hey, it did what it was supposed to do. I like this. She had one job. One job.
Hurry it up. Take it back to the water. It's going to die.
Bump, bump, ba-da.
Wait, still having trouble. Oh, I got it. Nope.
No.
Look,
That's going to be a
just
memorable
sit down
moment.
and take the picture. Just don't try to stand up.
His girl wanted new hair for Christmas, so he asked her for a PS5 instead. I want this one. $1,000 for a game, is that normal? Are you trying to be funny? $600 for hair when that shit grows for free on your head?
Her head.
Oh, there's this guy. There's this guy again. Troublemaker.
I will say those M&P 10 millimeters do intrigue me.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet looking. This is a jewelry store for you, Moo. This lady comes in and tries to steal the she maced the guy. He starts slapping the shit out of her. You can see her spray him and then try to snag whatever, bracelet or something.
Fuck you, bitch.
He starts slapping the shit out of her, man.
With the person in the back didn't do anything.
I like
throws the tray at her.
There's that guy that goes like, oh.
The water woofer and the house hippo. Twinsies.
Sounds like an excellent webtoon series. I'd watch it. At least that 5 minutes of crack.
So what the hell's going on over there at CNN? John Griffin, CNN producer who worked with Chris Cuomo, arrested for grooming minors for sex. CNN's a mess. Got all sorts of people in trouble over there. We were talking about it last week with the dude from PlayStation or whatever. Was it PlayStation? I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the big dudes over there got in trouble for the same thing.
Damn.
Pedophiles, man.
Well, there was 2 different producers at CNN. There was that one, and then there was another one that was wanted to bang some woman's 14-year-old daughter and her in a three-way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, dude.
What's wrong with people?
That is a wild boar.
That is
Took
a
out the
shitty-ass
gate.
Damn.
Look at that thing go, man.
You're coming
God
like
dang,
a
man.
wrecking ball.
Coming in hot.
It's not boar approved. It's not boar proof.
Coming in hot.
Wasn't even boar tested.
The face in the crowd, you're gonna hear my voice when I shout.
And oh shit.
Fucking Carl. You had one job, Carl.
I'm really good at throwing a cat's net. Let me do it.
He's like, I can totally do it. Oh shit. Chasing after him with a pipe or something.
Yeah, I've thrown hundreds of cast nets, and that's not how you do it.
That man begins eating out. What? Adam and Steve in the bedroom.
It says, I love rearranging movie titles at the thrift store.
Nice.
Revolver says, and Twitter banned Veritas for exposing him, and it's beyond me. They would, yeah, they, yeah. I don't understand how people don't just go fucking ape shit when they find out that somebody is trying to do something to a kid. How do you just sort of not make it a huge deal? Make an example of them, you know? Like, it happens. You hire people, and sometimes people turn out to be fucking dirtbags and scumbags. You make an example of them, man. You don't just like, well, it's, you know, kind of shy away. You fucking blow it up, man. Make it a big deal. Like, we hired somebody, we thought they were good, they're not, and you know, this is unacceptable, and blah, you know, whatever. Make a big deal out of it, man. Should. I hope this email finds you well. The email finding me.
How you doing?
The fuck you wake me up for, Bob?
That's after that first college party. What the hell just happened? There you go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was like $10.
It says the first words you see will be yours in 2022. Mine was marriage, popularity, and beauty. I was like, what? Okay. There's a lot of funny ones in there.
Cox.
Yeah, penis is in there. There's all sorts of stuff. PN Wood says, my finger was not on the trigger. Yeah, he didn't even pull the trigger. See, she didn't pull the trigger neither. I bet we'll have flying cars by 2020. Meanwhile, in 2021, Demi Lovato sings to ghosts to help them overcome trauma caused by sexism in a past life.
Get off the weed.
Jesus Christ. Her brain is mush. Nothing left. Here you go. That's one hell of a deal. 70% off. Season of Giving. Head.
That's cost me a lot of money.
Giving seasons of head or giving 70% off head?
I can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is going to end well.
Came right back at him.
Let this go, Joe.
Okay. This is super funny. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Got small or medium?
Hmm.
Okay, I think the large is coming out. I think the large. Oh, yes. Yes, I got the large. Yes, the large. Yes, no, that's another medium. That's another medium. Gotta get this large out.
Are you kidding me? Says nitrous engaged. This one actually sounded like it might hurt a little bit.
Oh.
Right back up and hit him in a tooth.
Playing a game of whack fuck here.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like a lot of fun.
If I look like I know what a JPEG is, I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog. JPEG. If I look.
I don't know what's going. What the? I
If you
have
do
no
that
idea
in a
what.
soccer tournament, your stands will collapse.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bar mitzvah?
It looks like it.
Beats the shit out of me.
Or a lot
Looks
of
like
Hutterites up on caffeine.
Looks like a blast, though. Woman claimed she was virtually groped in Meta's VR metaverse. Sexual harassment is no joke. Jesus Christ. The beta tester has claimed she was virtually groped. Sexual harassment is no joke on the regular internet, but being in VR adds another layer that makes the event more intense, she wrote. Not only was I groped last night, but there were other people who were supporting this behavior, which made me feel isolated in the plaza, the virtual environment's central gathering place.
Oh,
I think she
Now
got
you gotta-
groped by Demi Lovato.
Probably.
Yeah.
Ghost groped her. Hey. Florida man's at it again. Florida man dirties his hands with peanut butter and punches neighbors allergic to nuts.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do something stupid, you might as well go all the way.
All right, Carl. I hate to have to do this to you, but he slathers peanut butter on his
break
knuckles.
into the jiffy.
Come, you're getting it today, buddy.
Dripping with chunky jiffy.
Clutch head, spinner head, Phillips head, flathead, hex head, dickhead.
Dickhead.
Yep.
Staff, we need more help. Manager, don't worry. I just hired 2 people. 2 people.
Fire.
Midnight can relate.
Fire.
Yeah, right? For sure.
Right. Oh, he did? He did?
That poor television.
Yeah.
Why is my cat wearing khaki shorts?
Well, you know, if you didn't buy khaki shorts, it wouldn't wear khaki shorts.
I think that's all the grease that came off my pork shoulder yesterday.
No, yeah. Filet, medium rare, fries, green peppercorn sauce, no blood, no fries, extra green. What the fuck?
What?
Medium rare, no blood. Those are the best people.
So, in other words, you got to go squish it out and then cook it.
Technically,
Yeah,
it's
I
my
guess.
globin, so they can go fuck themselves.
Hope they leave a good tip.
Cats. Remember, don't put any
Oh.
cats in it.
Farmer's breakfast, scrambled Canadian bacon, burnt Canadian bacon. Okay.
One side of avocado, though.
Yeah.
Some people like it extra crispy.
Oh, how you gonna clean those crevices up?
Oh, bummer.
Mom?
The restaurant is haunted, so they're checking out.
Yeah.
Put flour in there to see footsteps of the ghosts.
Patrick Swayze came by to visit.
The ghost.
Me watching Santa struggle in the razor wire. I set up in the fireplace thinking the feds might try that.
Man, I haven't bought razor wire in quite a while.
It's become ridiculously expensive.
Is it? Damn it.
Even Gordon Ramsay's heading getting the fuck out of California. He says he's moving his North American restaurant headquarters from California to Texas.
Oh God.
There goes your real estate values, Jorge.
He's probably moved to San Antonio.
Okay, I was telling this one's pretty funny. It says the heading says this is the most dad thing that's ever happened. So they're trying to, I guess, bet him. They bet him that he couldn't do. You know what a kip is? When you go back on your shoulders and then you kick up and you kick back up to your feet. You know. I'm guessing they bet him that he couldn't do it.
You got left, right, center. Look at this. We got one. You got left, right, center. Look at this. We got one.
I just love how everybody scatters.
Gas.
Vaginas absolutely need sex or they'll become medically depressed. Okay.
It's true.
This guy says, I'm the medicine.
If you don't use that, it'll close shut, you know.
That's what I hear. This is pretty. This is good. So,
this is from your backyard. Admit it.
Why do you have to be so mean to me?
There you go. Oh. That's fine. I don't care who you are.
So this is at some fucking school board of education kind of thing, a big hullabaloo. And this guy got laid out. Bloomp.
I mean, that looked like a pretty weak punch.
So here's my thing. Everybody's saying like, oh, he shouldn't have pushed him. He shouldn't have pushed him. This dude is up in his face like crazy, dude. Like if somebody's acting,
pushing up on you like that, come on.
Yeah, somebody pushes up on you like that, you're gonna probably push back. That guy was trying to get him to touch him so he could hit him. Everybody's saying how the dude in the hat is like, oh yeah, that's what you get. He deserved it. It's bullshit. Because look at how he literally puts his nose on his nose, and the guy pushes him back, and then he hits him. I don't know, man. I'm not a fighter.
Both those guys, fuck them. I mean,
yeah.
You get to that point, come on,
dude. Yeah.
Take it outside where we don't have to try and get the blood out of the carpet. Next.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that mask holds all your blood in.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I like the second one.
Cute dog.
This kid will never play fucking sports again.
You know what I mean? Get ready to go down. Funk Master Flex Tunnel Style. Shout to Big Cat Cypher Sounds.
Did you hear the backstory on that?
No, what's going on?
That kid that got knocked out was teasing the other player's handicapped sister that was in the stands.
Oh,
calling her like she's had Down syndrome or something, some handicap, and he was like making shitty remarks about her, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well fuck you right in the face, bam." I'm talking shit about my sister, you fucking bitch. Now you're unconscious.
Man, that's in my state too, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Although the color isn't right, but that's the design for the Kansas State logo.
Now, Gary, is it just the fact that every high school and college team is sponsored by Casey's in Kansas?
No. The center Wildcat logo.
Ah.
Although they probably license it out to high schools, so
yeah.
And he falls down all by himself, perfectly landing. Next, he falls down all by himself, perfectly landing.
Hey, looks like a young gizzard.
George.
Right there.
George, no.
I didn't realize that George used to be a redhead.
I
Poor
know this is we've watched this one before. This is an oldie but a goodie, and this popped up again, and I was like, "Oh, let's watch this again because I love it." Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Strike it.
No, I knew what it was. As soon as I saw the
You got what you fucking deserved.
Yeah.
It's lit.
Going back for the evidence. Valuable
Going back
evidence.
Evidence.
Going back for eyebrows.
Yeah. Crunch. Yeah, I'd love to see her mugshot after that. Dude, I never thought of this. It's never occurred to me. Hold up. What are they celebrating? Ain't no Christmas.
Jesus.
This is
Pebbles and Band-Aids.
This is gonna end in tears.
Yeah, get it, Matty P. Yeah, get it, Matty P.
Never could whack it off.
Look, it's not his fault. It wasn't getting hard.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
So I don't know what the hell he's thinking with the size of that pot. First of all, that should be like 3 times that size.
And then
in the garage,
closed.
Which is not a good idea.
Well,
yeah,
he's got
door
the
is
garage
closed.
door cracked.
There's not enough ventilation in the
Shorts and
No,
flip
but
flops,
wait,
shorts and
it's-
sandals.
It's
Cardboard.
gonna overflow like a motherfucker.
Shorts and sandals, right? Yeah.
There's fixing
I wonder
to
what's going to
far.
happen.
Bomb the test.
Boom.
Now, as long as he doesn't freak out and drop it.
There it is.
The roof. The roof. The roof
roof
is on fire.
fire.
We don't need no fire.
The roof is on fire.
It's done, Carl.
That. Oh.
This dude's a stud. He waits till like the very last second when he swings at him to like
duck out of the way
to duck it and grab him. Pretty good.
I love it when it goes right into the car.
Yeah, slams his head right in the car. Yeah. Patient stated she has animals at home to take care of and don't have all fucking day to wait for stitches. Patient left. She has animals at home to take care of and don't have all fucking day to wait for stitches. Been there, done that. Yeah. Oop, hold on a second. Future Facebook bot showing me the meme I made and that now has me scheduled for execution. How long do you think till this is reality? Another 10 years?
Minority Report.
Yeah, Pink, I'm talking about you. Stu. Disco Stu.
Everyone shops for
Hold on a second.
instead of Christmas shopping, everyone shops for a COVID booster online or reaches out and to their partner to make them an appointment to go online for a COVID shot. And that is the best, exciting gift that can be given.
And people say I'm full of shit.
Everyone shops
Jesus
for
Christ.
a COVID booster online.
She seems like a real party. She seems like a real party animal.
He drunk? I'm drunk.
Nope, just Australian.
Go online for a COVID
601 half dozen.
Hey, isn't Australia like a first world country?
Was.
Right?
It was a prison colony originally.
Is
Church of Christ. Mary. This guy says, I just cannot believe this is possible, but I'm certain. Says Mary was the first to have Jesus inside her, but she certainly is not the last. Wow.
Wow.
That's uncomfortable.
So are they calling Jeebus a man whore? I think they're calling Jeebus a man whore.
Says my friend's dog. My friend's dog is so awkward when you make eye contact with her.
What are you looking at?
It's like, hey, you're creeping me out, bro. Knock it off. No, stop. Alrighty, so this is keeping it old school. This is kind of a neat post channel or whatever. They'll post like movie clips and like toys and food and drinks and all kind of fun stuff from when like we were kids or whatever, you might remember. And I got a comment in here somewhere. It's basically like, do you think maybe we could take the rapist and the pedophile off of the list there? I mean, got Bill Cosby's a rapist, and the dude from Seventh Heaven is a pedophile. He's in jail for being a pedophile. I don't even know who this dude is. I'm not sure who that dude is.
Isn't that no? Wait, no.
I'm not sure.
It's like a prepubescent Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I don't recognize him, man. It's weird.
Says once you see it, you can't unsee it. Why my shadow look like a rotisserie chicken?
Spatchcock.
It says it's a snail. It says he dreams of speed.
That's kind of fucked up.
Chiquita bananas. Oops, all tips and strings.
Damn it.
Gross.
Ape, you wouldn't even want them?
Hell no. No.
Opens him with his feet. Oh yeah, ski lift.
I've never seen that video, but I want to go watch it. It's pretty awesome looking. Ugh. That's a good shot.
That's why I always have an empty bottle of something to throw.
Yeah, you never know. So this dude, they were at some car meet kind of car show kind of thing, and some dude jumped into a car and stole it.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Just running on rims, man.
Oh my God!
Somebody's been playing a little too much GTA.
Yeah, right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Try and chase him down. Never caught him. When you go downstairs after shaving your balls.
Like you shave your own balls.
No way.
Nope. Nope. Abort. Abort.
Oh, what's this shit? Oh, no way.
Even though it had the coat on.
Well, you can tell by the way I awkward walk. I'm gonna shit my pants. There's no time to talk. I fucking out. Yeah, it was fun. I'm standing here, but my butt feels muddy, and it's all right. It's okay. Please step out my fucking way. You can try to understand that I probably shit my pants. Well, you can tell.
I love when customers say compliments to the chef. Like, sir, we don't have a chef. It's Tyler back there. He's 19, stoned out of his mind, been cooking for 3 weeks. But I'll tell him.
There's no dope smoking and cooking. What are you talking?
You have the right to remain silent. Impossible. I'm vegan.
And I have an air fryer.
Yeah. My neighbor told me coyotes keep eating his outdoor cats. So I asked how many cats he has, and he said he just goes to the shelter and gets a new cat afterwards. So I said it sounds like he's just feeding shelter cats to coyotes, and his daughter started crying. You were an experienced gunsmith. I once put a Glock slide on crooked. We are not the same.
Gus Free
it says, admit it. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done gun wise? What's the dumbest thing you've ever done?
Springs.
Yeah, springs are tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about this. There's some stuff that I'd be interested to know with this, but it says Arkansas waitress fired for not splitting $2,200 tip given to her by large party. A waitress was allegedly fired after she received a massive tip from a large group of customers. Ryan Brandt was a server, but she was allegedly let go after taking all the money home. All the money given to her in a $2,200 tip. Brandt was serving a party of 40, all of whom left a tip of $100 each for 2 waitresses, adding up to $4,400. Each waitress was given $2,200 each for serving the table of execs. The group of customers included Grant Wise, the owner of a real estate company, Whitley. Wise says prior to coming to the restaurant, he checked the tipping policy, which allegedly states that the tip can that he can tip someone the hefty amount. According to Newsweek, when Brandt received the tip, she says her manager told the waitresses that they must split the tip between themselves and their fellow wait staff. Brandt, who has worked for the restaurant for 3.5 years, told KNWA that she's never been asked to split her tips. I was told that I was going to be giving my cash over to my shift manager, and I would be taking home 20%. Brandt explained to the news outlet to read the rest, go to balleralert.com. Yeah, so they do this as a thing every year. I guess they go out as a group and they just go somewhere and they all tip $100, and it's like it's kind of like a secret, like Secret Santa kind of thing or whatever, and afterwards, like it said there, the manager was like, "Oh no, you got to split that with everybody."
Well, and here's a little bit extra, and this I don't know was from hearing it on Hasty Headlines. Sometimes in the afternoon, sometimes never.
Right.
Apparently, the people who tip said no. This tip is specifically for these two waitresses to the manager's face, and then I guess it got to a point where the people just kind of grabbed their tip money, put it in their pocket, or put it back in their pockets, and then once she was done with work, or either done with work or stepped outside, then gave it her the cash.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's one of those things where I don't know, fuck that guy, or gal, or Karen, or whoever.
I mean, if you commonly split your tip to everybody else, that's fine. But this is no.
You've never, tip pools are shit. It is really, really, really difficult to have tip pools even work.
Exactly.
I've only ever seen a couple of instances where servers have pooled their tips, and it's usually when it's only one or two or three people, and they're they've been working together for a while and they're comfortable with each other's work ethic. Tip pools almost never work because inevitably somebody's a real hustler and somebody's sucks and they're lazy, and they don't want to put the effort in, and then there's hurt feelings, and it just it'll happen one time and it'll be like never again. What's that?
Everybody, in that situation, they're always thinking of getting ripped off because somebody's always trying to, cheat it, or something like that.
Yeah.
But with bartenders, they normally there's two bartenders.
Yeah.
They will split, the tips of the night, but not a server, man. I mean, you work your ass off as a server, and if you get that money, that's your money.
Yeah, and even with bartenders, it's like, if one of your because a lot of times what'll happen with bartenders too is they have the customer, they'll have what they'll call a customer bartender, and then the server bartender.
Right.
And sometimes they'll go back and forth, but sometimes they'll switch or they'll split it. And one person will work the customers, and the other one will just be making drinks for servers for customers that are seated at tables. And then the next shift or whatever, they'll switch. So, or sometimes they switch back and forth between the shift and whatnot and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of times where most times bartenders will split if there's multiple bartenders. But again, that only works until one of them is dragging ass, and then they're the first ones to be like, "Yo, this motherfucker, I'm not splitting my tips with this guy. He's an asshole."
No, I mean, really, even if it wasn't a big group of 40 people, if it was just a group of 4, and they all go, you know what, this is the Christmas season, let's all throw in an extra $100 for this one waitress that's been serving us all night. There's no way that person should share that with everybody else, especially if he or she was awesome,
Yeah, there's no obligation anyway. I mean, should they split it with everybody, or could they split it with everybody, or should they, I mean, I know I've gotten tips and just giving it to the staff. I get people hand me a $20 bill, and I'll serve it like, hey, give me 4 or 5s, and I give it to the 3 cooks and the dishwasher or something. But if you which would have been really cool of her, that would have been cool if they'd have let her have it and not made a big fucking deal about it, and she would have given everybody, the other staff like $25 each or something like that. Like, hey, but
what if somebody
is
probably complained and the manager said, well, fuck it, she has to share with everybody. I think that's probably what happened.
And you know what? That puts her in a really shitty spot too, because like now all of a sudden you're telling a server that they're obligated to split their tips, and that puts them in a weird spot. It's unfortunate for them. Had to be super fucking awkward. And I mean, nowadays it's pretty easy to find everybody's looking for people. So I'm sure she just took her $2,200 and told them to pound sand and went next door or something,
Yeah. Are they only looking to split the big tips, or they split all the tips?
Right. Yeah. If they don't normally tip split, then there's if they don't do a tip pool, then tell them to pound sand, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Ghost out there trying to get his golf shoes on. One says trying to get your golf shoes on in the parking lot without untying the laces.
God damn it.
It says a dog in Russia grabbed the reporter's microphone and ran away during a live broadcast.
На этой неделе до 8 плюс 9 градусов.
Стоять! Иди сюда! Эй, стой! Стоять!
Ну, судя по всему, связь с нашим корреспондентом прервалась. Сейчас мы снова попытаемся с ней связаться. Показывать на этой неделе.
Dog's like, fuck you, I'm taking this.
You're lies. Fake news.
I'm taking this.
On this day 34 years ago, Sergeant Al Powell helped to thwart a British-led terrorist attack on Nakatomi Towers, Los Angeles, lest we forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in here too somewhere. I said, bullshit. That's Carl Winslow. I don't know who you're talking about.
Need more Twinkie.
Hey, he's always played a cop in some movie or TV show.
Yeah, he plays a cop a lot. Yeah.
And Mr. President, it is an honor and, of course, a pleasure to be here at this time of challenge and with the coronavirus, financial insecurity for families, natural disasters, and more. Our country could not be better served than with this most experienced, capable hands than yours, President Biden.
Well, painful just to listen to.
Oh my God, dude, she is just a crazy old lady, man.
She sounds drunk, man.
He's just perfect.
Yeah, right.
And Mr. President, it is an honor and, of course.
Yeah, she sounds wasted, man.
Yeah.
Did you hear her response the other day when they were talking about if spouses and Congress people should be exempt from owning stock?
No, I didn't. What
She's like,
I can imagine.
So she's sitting there taking a drink of water, and she like swallows the water real quick when the reporter asks. She's like, "No, we shouldn't not be exempt from this whole thing, whatever the case be." And I went off on it last night because I'm like, not only should you not be allowed to own stock, your spouse should not be allowed to own stock, your kids shouldn't be allowed to own stock, your first cousins, et cetera, dude, because you're all fucking insider trading at this point. That's why you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, they make $100,000 a year, but they're worth $1 billion. How does that work? Every one of them. Hey, what's going on here? There we go.
Uh-oh.
Ma'am, we'd like to call you concerning your car's extended warranty. Ma'am. Ma'am, we'd like to call you concerning your car's extended warranty. Ma'am.
Smart cat.
Video footage shows students assaulting teacher with trash can after he told him to clean up.
Start பண்ணுது. Oh, Uzair, side on the side. ಮಾಡಲೇ ಅವನು ತುಳಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡಲೇ. ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಕ್ಕ.
Pretty mild.
Yeah.
Son of mine. What does that say? What the hell? Shits! Creepy shits!
Oh, I saw that one.
Son of mine. What does that say? What the hell? Shits! Creepy shits!
This is why we told you not to be a Karen.
Are you giving Daddy his tools? Good job, baby.
So, Mom, exactly how long were you going to wait before intervening there?
Yeah.
I mean, I realize you got your kid out of them, but still.
So this is an interesting one. And I don't know. I guess I'm sure a lot of people could see it both ways. Or, man slips and falls working from home. Court agrees he's entitled to workers' comp. In Germany, courts are now considering walking from your bed to your desk as commuting. One man is being allowed to claim the equivalent of workers' comp after he fell down his apartment steps while working from home. Insurance denied the claim originally, forcing a rare case to go to court. In social court, lawmakers agreed that his initial morning commute from his bed to his home office was an insured work commute, even though the regional social court saw it as uninsured preparedness act, that just precedes the actual activity. As a result, the case was referred to the federal social court. The court noted in its decision that the man usually began work immediately without having breakfast beforehand, and that statutory accident insurance only covered the first journey to work, implying that if he arrived at his desk unharmed, but then fell en route to the kitchen, then he may not have been covered. To read the rest, log on to ballerreport.com, balleralert.com. I mean, I
can say from some recent, not recent, couple years ago, things at my work, they used to not care if you left the premise during 15-minute breaks or that, or left lunch or that. No, now they do because they consider you still on the clock and their insurance.
Right.
If you get into an accident on your way to the Piggly Wiggly and back, their workman's comp insurance has to cover it. So,
yeah, it's like driving, leaving work to go pick something up at the store or what, all that kind of stuff. You're still on the clock and you're out there driving around and stuff. So, yeah, it's interesting to think about though, because I mean, especially if your job is doing that on purpose, like they're purposely saying like, well, we're going to have people work from home because it's easier, it's less expensive, we're not having to worry about people being late for work and blah blah blah, and then somebody does something at home. I mean, you're technically on the clock, right? I mean, it's just like as if you were working at work and you tripped and fell and busted your ass or something, right? I mean, should there be a difference? I don't know. That's a weird line to draw in the sand. Interesting. Me leaving a party because I shit my pants. Action figure.
Oof. I told you not to trust that tuna salad.
Says, man catches his coworker panhandling on his day off.
When you catch your coworker panhandling.
He's like, oh.
When you catch your coworker.
Bum, bum, ba-da.
Parents of Michigan school shooter hires their own lawyer. Shooter gets court-appointed lawyer. Well, I don't know if can't.
meet me at the bar in 15 minutes.
Dude, this is such a mess. It says how my mom thinks I cook at college.
Okay, meet me at the bar in 15 minutes.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, she would be right.
Meet me at the bar in 15 minutes.
What a clusterfuck.
That was painful to watch.
Yeah. It says
I felt that oven's pain.
Yeah, This man spoke to Putin yesterday, it says. This is from a couple days ago.
And those savings are starting to reach drivers. Now, today, the average price you're paying here in Kansas City is below $2 a gallon. $3 a gallon. It's down to $2.90 a gallon.
Oh, my God.
20% down from a month ago. Nationally, prices are down 7%.
Let's start that again, because that was
let's not.
And those savings are starting to reach drivers. Now, today, the average price you're paying here in Kansas City is below $2 a gallon. $3 a gallon. It's down to $2.90 a gallon. 20% down from a month ago. Nationally, prices are down 7 cents a gallon and continuing to fall. We're making progress. We're going to keep at it to ensure the American people are paying their fair share for gas, not being gouged for gas. And look,
saying paying their fair share means does not mean what I think it thinks it means.
Man, we're in a situation where we've known, and those savings are starting.
Just
go home, Joe.
Yeah,
Why
go home. Go.
Why do I want to
Go home, Joe? You drunk?
Face.
Just because this guy's awesome.
Oh, dang, man. He does it faster than I do. Actually, he can do some moves that I can't, that I've never done. Dang.
My martial arts instructor could do that. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know a couple of Japanese martial arts and a couple of kung fu's too. By their words.
You should be
Their names.
You move, I'm going to hurt you. Do you understand? Do you understand? You move, I'm going to hurt you. This one.
Attempted kidnapping of a kid and they snagged him.
Dang.
Man attacked by 20 otters, bitten 26 times. I thought I was going to die.
Otters are assholes.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
No, they are. Where's
Building dams and all that kind of stuff, like beavers.
Where's that guy? That's the CNN producer arrested after luring mom and 9-year-old daughter to home to train her to be submissive. And here was the PlayStation guy. What the fuck, dude?
Jeez, man.
Zach Spacey told officers his ex-girlfriend staged the attack because she was bitter. Ex responds to claim. Yeah. Staged you beating the shit out of her? Okay.
That was the one that threw her through the baby thing, right?
Yeah. It's like, threw it, grabbed the back of her neck, threw her into the TV, and then, on top of the.
Oh, yeah. You showed that video, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That was crazy.
He was off the hook. Fart free water. Fart-free water.
Fart-free water.
Who wants fart-free water?
I know,
It's
right?
flat.
You guys up in Michigan get that good farty water.
Well, that dog that tried climbing onto the couch, and the guy was trying to do
Yeah,
that handstand.
yeah.
They won't fart.
Yeah. This one's from last week. I like this one.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the barbecue.
That was actually Guns and Barbecue. He was a roving reporter. He was trying to teach people how to make some good Q.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the barbecue.
That's right. You heard a zipper.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. Doing about the ammo. Was it the kid? He was explaining to your kid why he's not going to college because you're hoarding all that ammo.
Mm-hmm. Good thing Tyrone Woodley was sponsored by Dude Wipes because he got his shit knocked out of him.
Now that was the fight you were talking about earlier, right, in the show?
Yeah. I can. Did you see it?
That says
No,
That says Dude Wives.
What?
It says wives.
Yeah, the P does look like an
His ass crack is eating part of the P.
Yeah, it does. Dude Wives. Dude Wives.
Yeah, he's going to take a right hand to the dome. Just a second.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bum, bum, ba-da, crunch.
Let me find it here.
Because your blood is shuttling nutrients to the problem child, Jake Paul, taking on.
Let's see if they'll show the end of it.
They might have in the beginning there. Keep going back a bit.
Yeah, there it is.
In the replay, collides with Woodley's elbow, opened up a big cut on the forehead of Jake Paul. So problems arising for the problem child. We go to round 6. These two would paw at each other and grapple for a bit, but then Paul measuring, and finishing. Waits for his opening, and when the opening came, Paul delivered.
They're not going to show it.
With the right hand,
He dropped like a sack of potatoes.
over the top of the hook. Knocked Woodley out cold. No count needed. Fight is over.
Of course, they're not going to show the goddamn video. Yeah, he lays him. Yeah, look it up, man. He starches the shit out of him, man.
Wow, man. We were just seeing how the guy was on the floor, man. I mean, on the mat.
Yeah,
dude.
there's all sorts of funny memes about him laying on the floor like that too. Here, my wife sent me something earlier too. Let me look it up here.
Yeah, what did she send?
Very nice.
Let me find it. Probably get a copyright strike and they'll pull this fucking video down like they did
Check
the
it
other
out.
week.
Ooh, he's not even breaking a sweat. Lift it. Lift it.
Excuse me, do you mind moving over?
Yeah, sorry, we're trying to enjoy the view.
Oh, that's the ticket.
The older I get, the hotter I think dads are.
It takes a real man to have a tea party. I'd take a guy with a nurturing side over a hot guy any day. Look at the bags under his eyes. He's probably been up with that baby all night.
Exhaustion is so hot. Sometimes I just go to Whole Foods and watch dads in their element.
Oh, yeah, the diaper aisle's my go-to.
Or sometimes I watch old home videos.
Of your dad?
Yeah, but like when he was younger.
Hold the freaking phone.
Why do you think we're so attracted to dads? Maybe we want kids of our own.
Yeah, right. Kids are gross.
They should all be eaten by goats.
Let me see.
Oh shit! Pink's having surgery. What the hell?
The fuck?
Oh, Pink's transitioning. I forgot to tell you guys.
From what? Human to furry or furry to human?
yeah.
Well, whatever it is, bud. Well wishing.
Yeah, he's doing it over.
And don't have anybody in the recovery room that you don't want to tell secrets to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Because that Versed and all that propofol will make you tell. will make you
tell
all your secrets, man. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, make sure you have somebody film it because that shit's hilarious.
No.
And remember, before surgery, wash your balls.
Well, if you have no secrets, then fine, film it. But you got secrets, man. Find
those
your
are
ride.
Those are hilarious, man. Those, especially when it's like teenagers coming out of, coming out of surgery for like wisdom teeth and stuff. Oh my god!
Oh, that one chick.
So funny.
When the guy tricked her into it was like zombie apocalypse. She's like, "We're gonna go down Main Street." She goes, "Don't do that. It's gonna be a bloodbath."
Yeah, I like the one where this girl had just got out of the dentist and she was still doped up with the anesthesia and stuff, and then she was like saying all this weird stuff, and then she like looked out the window of the car and she's like, "Is that Hogwarts? Oh my god, I can't believe it. That's Hogwarts, Mom. Look." And she was saying all this weird stuff, man. Or how about that one? Did you ever see that one video where the girl was at a dentist and stuff, and she was all doped, and then somebody said something about, "You can't do this. You can't eat right now. I can't do it." He goes, "I can't even suck dick." And he goes, "No, I can't. I can't even do that."
You don't understand. I can't suck dick for a week.
Crying.
And the mom was all pissed off. She was filming it. She's like,
Here's one I just got. It says, I searched it on YouTube. I just put anesthesia reactions or whatever. Let's see if we have.
I think saying it's oral surgery. He's having implants put in.
Wait, his wife's having implants put in?
Oral implants.
Ah, well, I mean, good for you. You get the.
So she's getting a tongue ring, or she's getting one of those zappy tongue rings.
Ah.
Oh yeah, the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about, Pink. I got a quote on one implant.
Take 10% off.
It cost me like $4,000.
See, George had to talk about his balls, and now all of a sudden we got to watch a Manscaped commercial.
Holiday grooming gifts that will make.
Well, I got. Okay, here we go.
Bouncy balls. Oh, okay. You can talk about bouncy balls.
What do you think I was talking about?
That's it.
Oh no! Oh no, my eyes. They in three different. Wait, do I have
Look at
three
the
eyes?
subtitles. That's
Hey,
hilarious.
doctor.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Jordan, stop yelling. Calm down. Jordan, calm down.
Hey, doctor. My mom's trying to tell me to calm down.
Jordan.
Doctor.
You have 2 eyes.
Do I have 3 eyes?
You have 2.
'Cause I see 3 things. Doctor.
You have 2 eyes.
Do I have 3 eyes?
You believe her?
No, she's looking at you. You have two eyes.
I don't believe her. I don't believe you. Who am I supposed to believe then? I remember everything.
You remember everything?
I thought that the CIA, I was ready for the CIA. And the CIA was going to try to stop me from taking over the whole world. I have glasses on. I think I have 3 eyes. Wait, eyes turn to water. My eyes are thirsty. Give them a drink.
They're thirsty?
Yeah.
Your eyes are...
Yeah.
No, not your eyes.
Wait, whoa. Whoa.
Stop doing your hair like that.
Okay, you want to hear a joke? Sure. I think I told the doctor already. You want to hear a joke? Yeah. Okay. You got to answer it, though. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Get to the other side.
Oh, man. She already got it, Mom. Okay. So here's another joke. Ask me if I'm orange.
Are you orange?
No.
What is that?
Caw-caw, you know? Caw. They're birds. Black.
No.
Or is it a liquid?
The hospital has Pepsi. Can I have this? Underwhelmed. Why does it stop? You can put it in your shirt and then it's like in your shirt. Ha! Now you're pretty. Can I have this?
Yeah, you can have it.
When they were giving me that shot in my leg.
Dude seems totally whacked out.
In your hip?
Yeah. My doctor. His name is Dave. I think he tried to touch my
No, he didn't try. He did.
Got really close. Why are you laughing?
Because that would be embarrassing. I think he was pretty normal. You don't have to worry.
I think he was a cool guy. He wasn't trying to. He got really close.
Well, that's because that's where your nerve is. It goes right over your hip bone. No, it goes right over your hip bone.
Okay. I'm really glad you didn't. That was Do I have clothes on?
Nope. Naked as Jaybird. Better just stay under that blanket.
Should I have clothes on?
You will. You will. Don't worry.
Okay.
Dude is whacked, man.
Have you ever played Twister?
You mean Twister with the dots on the ground? Yeah, it's a great game.
We used to have it.
Yep.
I bet we still do.
Yep.
Your phone looks like Twister.
You're right. It kind of does.
You can't play Twister on your phone. It's too small.
You're right.
And the colors aren't the same.
I know.
Have you ever had ice cream?
What's your favorite kind? Is chocolate your favorite?
No.
Vanilla?
No.
Caramel?
That's not a flavor.
It is.
That's something you put on ice cream.
Strawberry?
Strawberries are good.
Mm-hmm.
Cold Stone.
Cold Stone is your favorite?
But Cold Stone's not flavor either.
No, Cold Stone is an ice cream store.
Yeah. Okay.
don't want to go to hell. I
Miss,
ask bird
Yes,
if that's
ma'am.
what
my
hell feel
stomach
like.
be bubbling.
See, I heard that's what you said.
Every time I eat, it bubble, and I gotta go shit. I'm tired of shit. I don't want shit ever.
She is a very respectful girl. She's never cursed in front of me like
I'm
this.
tired of shitting this. Let me tell you.
Nausea, zip it.
It's coming out
Nausea.
like water.
Nausea,
Not
zip
now,
it.
though, right?
Okay. I'm sorry, my mind just goes. I got homework. I am a pre-med student.
We know that.
I have to make it. Black excellence. I gotta be a doctor. There's not many
Can you
of
bring
us.
her back here?
I want.
Are you still passing gas?
I can't. Oh.
You're out the way.
I'm like the hook. Ooh, my asshole burning all night. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Be quiet. My asshole burning. I'm hungry.
We know.
My lips dry. I'm quenched the thirst.
We know, baby.
Okay, I want some water. Okay.
I'm gonna take you to get you some mashed potatoes.
What else I can eat besides mashed potatoes?
You gotta have something.
Something like just
Daddy
nothing
calling
spicy
me.
or something that's gonna.
Oh no, I don't want my asshole can't burn no more. Oh no, Miss,
Send this to
Don't give her
I love
Taco Bell.
pickled eggs, but I will not. You know what pickled egg is? It's a hood snack. It's in the hood. Miss, what's your name? Shannon.
Yes. Well, it actually says Evelyn, but that's not my name.
Okay. Fake name tag. Okay. I'll bring you one.
Okay.
It's good.
What is it? Is it actually an
It's
egg?
an egg and
Oh my
pickled
God.
sausage juice. But it's real good. But since you don't have asshole problems, I doubt you can eat it.
That's it.
Okay.
We need you to stop cursing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me. I'm a Christian. Y'all Christians, I'm sorry.
She never cursed in front of me. I know it's the anesthesia.
If hell feel like this, don't go. I can't go to hell. I try not to talk, but my mind just go. Okay.
You loud. Calm down.
It's not my fault. I'm black. Black people loud.
No, shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all white. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend y'all.
Oh my God.
You know, all lives matter.
Yes.
Okay.
Nausea. Zip it, girl.
Okay. Zip.
When you see this, you're gonna be embarrassed.
No way. Staying on there. Zip it. I'm zip. Boy, I couldn't even zip my pants. I had to go all night long. Ooh, my stomach bubbling. Ooh.
Just put it up.
They're bringing you some right now.
Oh my mother. Ow. Ow. Can we sit up at all?
In a minute, I'll see if they'll lift you up. Okay.
At least he's got his
Doctor
cracker.
send you. Man, you are eye candy. Whoa. Hey, you could be the prettiest woman I've ever seen. Are you a model?
Nope, I'm gonna be right here with you. You eat the
Who
cracker.
are you? What's your name?
My name's Candace. I'm your wife.
You're my wife?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dang. Ooh. How long?
Just eat the cracker. You're waking up.
Too long.
We children.
Not yet.
Oh man. Man, have we kissed yet?
Keep eating your cracker.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard, baby. It's hard. Do we call each other baby? How long have we been married?
A long time.
Oh my god, I hit the jackpot.
All right.
That's why I'm saying take a friend, not a wife or a loved one, to pick you up from surgery.
That's right. Have them tape it, and then you can. But don't tell your wife you taped it until after you've reviewed the tape. Once you're clean and sober.
That can be used as valuable evidence.
Valuable evidence. That's right. All right. You got anything else? Anything else going on? Anything else we want to talk about? You got lightning links. You got 14-year-olds shooting people in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we always talk about your what's going on at your work.
Yeah, we're still chugging along. We're getting a little bit busier. We've done. We did a box lunch the other day, small one, just for like 30 people. But that was kind of nice. That was kind of cool. It was the first one of those we did. I think we'll do a lot of that kind of stuff in the future. We're still fighting with the computer system. There's still stuff ringing in weird, and tickets are disappearing because we don't have printouts. We don't have tickets, physical tickets. We're using screens, the monitors, and we're having some tickets will just disappear. And we had it happen a couple times the other day. I was back there making pizzas, and I put the pizzas up, pulled them out of the oven, cut them, put them on a plate, put the plates in the window. And I was like, oh, here's those 2 margarita pizzas. And I looked up and I was like, well, the fucking ticket was gone. It bumped itself off. And I know I didn't do it. And it's super annoying. We're struggling a little bit because of it at times when we're busy, because there's always growing pains with anything, how people ring stuff in and all that kind of shit. And human error, there's always a lot of human error. Or I shouldn't say a lot, there's always human error. So you throw human error on top of the system being kind of squirrely, it's super frustrating. And it's a newer system. It's a newer system to the company that we're working with too. So some of the issues that we're having, they're not even sure what's going on or why they're having them. We're asking them if we can do certain things, and they're not really even sure. So I'm not super happy with it. I'm pretty frustrated, and we're having the normal growing pains of a new restaurant with the new staff, and where how to set everything up, and what's selling and what's not selling, all that kind of stuff. And I got a couple of guys that are one dude that's sick right now, so we're a little short staffed. And he's waiting for a COVID test to come back, because you get sick and gotta go get the test just to make sure everything's legit. So we're waiting for his test to come back. I don't think he has it, but you never know, because he had flu-like symptoms, which could have been anything, just like normal cold in the winter, like everybody else has been getting. But he's got to stay home till we figure out what's going on. It sucks. But yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of staff not make it. We've had, one server left. We let one server go. Not a server, a girl out front. We let her go. She was late a couple times and just wasn't owning up to her part of her side of the bargain, her side of the deal, basically. So, food's been good. People have really been liking the food. We've had very few complaints as far as the food quality and whether people like something or not. And of the of the complaints that we have had, at least half of them are just preferences, where people would have liked something, one way or the other, or, it wasn't that the food was done wrong or it was bad. It was just something that maybe they wouldn't get again or something.
As a new restaurant, are you asking for feedback and asking for this kind of stuff more than just usual? Because I've never put in a complaint at a restaurant.
Yeah. For the first 2 weeks, we were handing out, everybody got every table got a comment sheet that I made up. Mm-hmm. And it said it had everything from, it was 1 to 10, you rated it 1 to 10 from the decor, the host interaction, server interaction, serve food, the speed, the speed of the food, how long it took to come out, the temperature, visually, taste, all sorts of stuff. Like it was like 12 different categories or something. I think, I don't remember what it was. And we had people fill them out. And then we did that for the friends and family week. And then we also did that for the first 2 weeks that we were actually open. And we got, overwhelmingly good feedback. There's always a couple things, pizza wasn't crispy on bottom, that kind of stuff, and we were still working out some kinks. Things are turning out pretty good. Food's turning out pretty good right now. I think I'm mostly happy with it.
Yeah. I mean, as you as the boss, pretty much, you got to be happy with the food you turn it out. So that's cool. Yeah. Yep. Right on, man.
We, it's always something, man. Every day it's something else. Like, it's, you're just constantly, something pops up that you need to deal with, whether it's, we're having trouble with the dishwasher and we have a water softener because the water is very hard.
Uh-huh.
And, we're having trouble with that. Some of and it was over the course of like a week and a half. Like I didn't really even notice that we were having issues with it. Every once in a while they would get some silverware or some glassware that was a little bit spotty. And we just really thought it was the dishwasher needed to be, because you drain the dishwasher multiple times in a day to get rid of the water and get fresh water in there and stuff. And really thought that's what it was. But then we noticed a lime scale. like a white film inside the dishwasher. So it looks like our water softener is not working well. And so we had a company come out to test the water. Now we're going to have the plumber come out to check the water softener. It's always something, and you get used to that kind of stuff when you do this for a living. You're just like, all right, deal with it and move on, but that's, it's hard. Because nobody's worked there long enough to really be in the flow of things yet.
But you've got some seasoned people though on your crew, though, don't you?
Yeah, we do. The people in the back. The biggest issue with the kitchen right now is they're just not working together. Awesome. I'm not going to say they're butting heads or anything like that, but
everybody's trying to do their own thing.
Just haven't found the
need more teamwork.
Yeah, they're, they get busy and they're getting snippy with each other, and they're bitching at each other and stuff. Which happens, but that'll work itself out hopefully. And then I'm looking at the menu a little bit. I'm going to take a couple things off that aren't selling really well, and tweak a couple of things here and there. My instinct is to is to maybe pull one or two of the sandwiches off, because we have quite a few. My instincts telling me to do that, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that yet or not, because the sandwiches are all selling really well. Everything that's selling is pretty much where I think it should be. I don't think there's any real losers. And there's a couple on there that are selling way better than I thought they would. Some kind of surprises. So that's pretty cool. I just, I don't know. I don't know if I have to weed it down a little bit to simplify it so that we can get the food out faster. I'm kind of in this weird, I'm in a kind of a weird spot because we're having some issues with the computer system. I don't know if that's the majority of the issue or if it's that there's too many options and, they're having a hard time getting the food out fast enough because, there's too many options for people and we're getting a wide variety of food. We had a 21 top come in the other day and it was just me and another guy because we were short one person. And then the other one, the third, another cook had a dentist appointment and it was scheduled for like a month and she had to go to it. And the day before, this 20 top called and made a reservation. So it was just me and him. And they had ordered like a lot of the same food, which tends to happen in large groups. They'll order the same thing as other people. I don't know. It's like a herd mentality. Which is nice because it makes it easy for the kitchen to be able to make 4 of this sandwich and 5 of this sandwich and 3 of this sandwich rather than have 2 of this, 1 of this, 1 of this, 1 of that. You know what I mean? But it does show you how much easier it is when people order like that. And that's when it's like, man, do we have too many things on this menu? Is it making it more difficult, So it's just the growing pains, we had a party up. We did do one party upstairs so far where they got some stationed food and some past. It's past hors d'oeuvres basically, but I basically took, because we're not doing any entrees or anything yet. I thought it would be fun to take some of our sandwiches and shrink them down into like hors d'oeuvre style. And the woman that was heading up the event thought that was kind of fun too. So we did some kind of fun food for that, and that went well. So we've done a couple of different things so far. It's just, getting settled in. I got to start doing some more specials and things like that. We're just kind of at a weird cross point here where I haven't wanted to do many specials because I want to see what's selling on the menu, with no competition, with no competition from specials. Let's just see what people order off the menu and what they like and what they're going for.
Well, it sounds like the community is, patronizing the new location and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Breakfast isn't quite as busy as I thought it would be. I thought we'd do a little better for breakfast, but it hopefully will come along. Lunch has been doing well. I will say that the clientele is older than I thought, which is fine. I mean, I don't give a shit. They all seem to be movers and shakers in their own minds, where they know a lot of people. They have a lot of friends and they know a lot of people in the town that we're in. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool because they'll bring friends and family in and stuff like that. We've had a lot of repeat customers, and I've been seeing, when I look out, I'll see the same people. I'll recognize the face, but I won't recognize who they're with. So that's actually really good. They're bringing in new people with them when they come in different times. And yeah, we, sales wise, we're right around we're averaging right around 16 or 1700 bucks for the day. If you do, 5 days a week, if you can get to $2,000, you're at about $500,000 a year. So it's, that's not a big deal for us. We'll be bigger than that, I think, for sure. I'd really like to see. I'd like to average within the next, couple of weeks. I'd like to see the daily average up into like the $2,500 range. One of the things that is nice, we're selling more desserts than I thought we would.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Which is nice, and we're having a lot of people get multiple courses, even for lunch, which is nice. When we're super busy, that goes down, and people don't, if we go on a wait, they don't want to wait and then get a lot of times they won't get multiple courses. They'll just get a sandwich or whatever, or a salad or whatever, and be done. But I think we're doing pretty well, like check average wise, with people getting multiple courses, whether it be a soup and then a soup or an appetizer, then a sandwich or a pizza or something, versus and then also, or getting something like that and then getting a dessert. So I'm pretty happy with that. We just need to learn how to get the food out faster. And we're not doing a shitty job by any means. I mean, there's a lot of places that, I know a lot of cooks, and I know a lot of restaurants in the area when that their check averages or their check times are high also, and that's just how it is. But we need to get ours down a little bit. We just need to streamline things a little, I guess. It's hard. It's hard to know exactly what to do. There is no magic bullet. Sometimes it's as simple as rearranging your flip tops. Sometimes it's as simple as taking, one thing off the menu, and, that one thing that's kind of a pain in the ass. It always gets you, it always is like a speed bump or something. But I don't know if we have anything like that. I think that's just the type of food we do it's not fast food. Everything's made to order. The sandwiches are all made to order. And that's just how it is. And we also, there's something to be said for training your clientele too. We've had some people come in that have ended up getting their stuff to go because it hasn't come out fast enough. And some of that is our fault because, we were having, the guys in the back weren't, doing a great job. Some of it's because of the computer, because we were having some issues. We're still having issues with the computer. And some of it is just that the food isn't fast food, and it takes time to cook. So, if you only have a half an hour and our ticket times are running 20 minutes, but, that's 20-minute ticket time isn't horrible for food that's not, super fast food. It just is what it is. So, we have the option for people to call ahead, and get stuff to go. We also have some pre-made stuff out front that we do every morning or every day. We'll pre-make a couple of sandwiches and a couple of salads, and people have the ability to kind of come in and just grab something out of the cooler there and take it with them and go. So, it's a decision. It's all education too. I mean, if somebody comes in, and we've had some people call it because we start lunch at 11, they've called at like 10 and they say, oh, well, they came in I know it happened with one person. They came in at 10:30 and they wanted lunch, and we were still doing breakfast. And it's a hard decision to do because, it's one of those things where I'm the kind of person that wants to take care of people, like overly sometimes, like to my detriment. I will take care of people, and I'm really trying my hardest we are too. And this is with the understanding, and this is with the ownership. We've talked about it too, is not going off the menu with the times, because you really set yourself up for trouble. And you get people that come in while you're cooking breakfast and they want lunch, and you're making lunch and breakfast at the same time, and you're running around and you're having a hard time. And it's, something's got to suffer because of that. So, we've had some people call, we've kind of, so we had somebody do that. And then next time, a couple days later, they called ahead and they said, "Oh, can I order now and pick it up at 11?" And I was like, "Sure." So you gotta, I don't know, it's tough. You gotta feel out people and feel out your customers and educate them a little bit and educate yourselves and find out how much you're willing to budge. So yeah, we're still feeling things out.
It sounds like you're doing good, man. Because like, aside of just having the problems with the computers, you're having customers go and eat and stuff, and people are returning with other people and stuff.
Yeah, we've got a really good reception from people, and I think 99.99% of the people that have eaten there have really enjoyed it, and they really seem supportive. They seem excited. They're just like, "Oh, well, we we love the menu, and we're so excited to have you guys here." And so yeah, we're off to a good start. We're off to a little bit of a slow start. Like I said, with breakfast especially, I really thought breakfast would be a little more popular than it is. We are seeing a lot of this again. We're seeing a lot of return people, so that's good.
What do you do in breakfast? Is it order, or do you do like a buffet type?
No, it's a la carte. It's full service.
Okay.
Yeah, it's full service. So whatever you get comes with a side. You can pick, homemade. We do a homemade sausage, bacon, or home fries or something like that. And it's omelets made to order, and all sorts of fun stuff. There's a couple of things that the breakfast. There's a couple of things on the breakfast menu that I'm super, super happy with, and that have become pretty popular. We just need more people. We just need a little bit more customers to kind of come in, and it's a little up and down. One day it'll be pretty good, then it'll be slow. People are still finding us, obviously they will be for a long time. And
have customers said anything about pricing? Like your prices are great, for the food.
We haven't, and we are not super cheap. We we priced it so that when there's some fluctuation, and this time of year in the winter, that we're still okay. We have some space available to rent upstairs for parties and things like that, and we're trying not to just give the place away. We want to make sure that what we do is worth it.
Yeah, what they call it. Thing I was going to say is a couple of things. The older crowd that you're saying you're getting during lunch, it kind of reminds me of like the winter Texans that we get here during the winter, when some of the times where, like, if I'm eating out with family or something, my mom used to notice the winter Texans. Oh, look, they're eating soup and salad, or a sandwich, or something like that, soup and sandwich and stuff. And they used to do a lot of that, and other things was like, there was a restaurant that opened up one time in this one nearby town, and I went to go check it out with my mom a couple years back. And the place was like abandoned at first, because it was like an old Pizza Hut, and they redid it. It was called Richards. It was called Richards. We have a Ricardo's here in town. Guys, it was a Mexican restaurant. You can buy whatever, foods and stuff. But like when me and my mom went, my mom was like critiquing the place. Like, she was like, wow, the food's good and stuff, but it's a little pricey.
Yeah.
And at first there was people, but then we would pass by, later in the future and stuff, and there was like barely anybody there. And I would say, well, maybe people are going like during breakfast and lunch, and then that's it. Maybe the dinner crowd, maybe they have dinner crowd, but it looked like the place was not getting a lot of people. And then after a while, it just closed. And my mom was probably right. She said, maybe it's because the food was too pricey, and
yeah, It's
and
tough.
it also depends on the food too, because sometimes the quality of food's not there, and people will go to
Right.
another restaurant. You know,
Right.
Another thing I was
think-
going to say.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, another thing I was going to say, like what you're saying about your restaurant is not fast food. It reminds me of a restaurant I went to. It was an Italian restaurant. It was not that big, but it was small. And the menu said, our food may take time to come out, but we take pride in our making sure that the food comes out to your liking and stuff, something like
Yeah.
that. And so it's basically saying that, like, if I ordered, an Italian dish or something, it's not going to be out in 10 minutes, or 20 minutes,
Yeah.
it might take a little longer, but the food would be great. It should be done good,
Yeah.
And, of course, I don't know about putting
There's-
that on the menu just like they did, but that was their explanation of why they would take
Yeah.
time and
There's-
making the food and stuff.
There's an awful lot of working parts in a restaurant that
Mhm.
we haven't, that aren't very smooth yet. And it's, it's not just the
What's up?
kitchen, it's the servers, it's the hostess, how they're seating, what they're telling people, letting people
Yeah.
know that, we're busy. And when people come in, making sure that if somebody does come in and we're on a wait, let them know that we have the grab and go stuff. There's some
Mhm.
sandwiches and some salads that are ready to go if they want to grab them. And, because some
Yeah,
people,
that's awesome.
some people will take advantage of that. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's great. I'll grab that and I'll go back to the office or go
Yeah,
back
because
to
people
work.
only have like either 30 minutes to an hour for lunch,
Sometimes,
but then they
yeah.
have to have the travel, and stuff.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, we're at a phase where we're still figuring stuff out, and there might be some changes to be made, but we're not planning on making any yet. We're just trying to tweak everything. Like I say, I've been super frustrated with the computer system, and when you can't get answers to why things are happening, I mean, that drives me. That's
Yeah, it
driving me
drives you
totally
nuts,
nuts. It's driving me crazy, and it's really, really frustrating. And it's on top of everything
Well, it
else.
takes time sometimes, because sometimes,
Yeah.
like you're in my town, I hear people say that when a new restaurant opens, people flock to it.
Yeah.
But they say like after a couple of months, then it's like, okay, I've been
Mhm.
there already. It's okay. Yeah. And then they go
Yeah.
to the next one,
Right. I got a
And
question. I
Yeah.
mean, without you giving up the,
Mhm.
the ghost or whatever, but you going back to the desserts, you said those were bigger hits than you would have thought. Did you change up the desserts or something like that? I mean, was that
No.
normal desserts or was
No,
that...
I kept the desserts really simple, and I kept them really simple because I didn't have high hopes for selling a whole lot of desserts at lunchtime. Desserts aren't generally a lunchtime thing. I mean, you think about, for the most part, people are looking to eat a little bit lighter at lunch and it's not as much of an dining experience at lunch as it is at dinner. So there is one dessert I'm going to get rid of 100% because it's not selling and it's taken too long because I can't pre-make them now.
the Biden pudding.
Yeah, the Biden pudding.
That just it's a pudding
yeah.
cup. Just pull the lid off.
But we're doing two. The other ones are pretty simple, and they're going pretty well. And it's they're not priced super cheap.
Mhm.
I have them priced accordingly to what we would do probably for dinner service because it's the same dessert and the same plate presented the same way. So we might I think it should be priced the same. And they're going pretty well. We're not selling a truckload of them, but I think selling them at all is kind of a win at this point. We just even if it's people splitting them.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Usually when I see a group that I'm with that gets a dessert, it's a chocolate cake with forks, or a tiramisu with 4 forks. You know, it's just like one of those things. You know.
Well,
and I kept them. I'm not a fan of huge desserts. I think you shoot yourself in the foot with really large desserts because you end up never selling them for one person. You always sell them for
usually they
groups.
share.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It's like when my family would go eat at Luby's, my mom would always get like, "Hey, let's get dessert," and we would share it, you know, share it with my mom and my dad would share it, you know, together.
Yeah.
And
you can get a
usually happens,
triple chocolate cake slice for $9 and 4 people split it, or you can do something like you said, smaller for $5 a piece. Now you're making money.
Yeah. So it's definitely it's pluses and minuses, and some places like to try and wow people by the size of things, and I've never been like that. I think that only goes as far as your mouth, because if just because something's big doesn't mean it's going to be better. Same
thing with entrees. You know, sometimes if the plate is full of food, sometimes people share it. You know, and it does happen.
You know, there was a play. I forget which it was Restaurant Impossible or one of those shows where they had an older crowd and their portions were huge, and everybody knew it. And that was the thing to do, was you went to this place and you got whatever it was, and either you split it or you got it and you took half of it home. And it was just like,
it's kind of like if it was a large burger, you know, with a pound of fries or something, and then they say, "Oh, can we have a knife?" And they chop it in half and they share the fries. You know, that's their meal. That's their 2 meals. You know,
and you think you're doing yourself a favor by like wowing people with the portion sizes and stuff, but it doesn't. That doesn't ever really bring in the money. Like that keeps people hanging on, I think, but it doesn't. It's just not the kind of thing that necessarily gets people talking about your place to try and bring other people in, you know, because as big as something is, if it's not awesome, then they're not impressed.
Because pretty much what it's going to happen is that they're going to say, "Oh, if you want to save money, go eat at this restaurant. Just order the entree, and you could split it between you and half, and it's plenty of food," you know. And people just do that. You get all the people that just want to do that and not order individual stuff, you know, for everyone, you know.
Yeah. It's I would, you know, and we have, you know, some of this. I think our portion sizes are good. You know, when we do you know, another thing is, like you mentioned, fries. There's a place that I've been to that's that the quality of food's really good, and the owner is I know the owner, and she's the chef owner, and she's very good at what she does. She's 2nd generation chef owner, but their portion of their fries is like 3 times of what I would do.
Wow.
And I've always kind of like joked about it, and I'm just like, who are you trying to impress with that pile of fries, you know? I've never said it to her, but you know, we've talked about it amongst ourselves. We've talked about it amongst ourselves when we've gone there. And I was just like, who are you trying to impress with all those fries? Like, first of all, nobody's going to eat them all. And if you take them home, they're going to suck, you know, and people take them home and they don't hardly ever eat them. They'll take them home and then they'll throw them away and stuff, you know? So why do it? Why bother? I just, you know, some of that stuff is kind of goofy, I think.
You
know,
if
I
they
would
eat
rather
the fries, they get full on that, and then they take the burger home or whatever, you know, whatever entree it is.
Yeah.
You know. And
last time I was there, I got a burger and fries, and I had to cut the burger in half because I couldn't eat. I like not just in half, but I had to cut the burger and eat it with a fork because it was falling all over the place. And
Oh boy.
it was a mess. It was okay. Like, I'm not gonna say that it wasn't good, but it was just it was a mess. And I was like, holy shit with these fries, man. So we ended up splitting the fries because somebody else just didn't get like a big meal. So I was like, eat some of those damn things. It's crazy. And
Are you talking about like a plate of fries here?
no, like a side, like a burger and fries.
I know,
And
but
it
is the
was-
side of fries like a big plate of fries?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what their side of fries. Probably. I mean, if their side of fries on a burger or a sandwich is what I could barely hold, you know what I mean? Like, for me as a grown adult dude to reach down and grab all that I could in one hand, that's what it was. And I can only imagine that a side of fries would probably be the same thing. But again, I'm just like, who the fuck are you trying to impress with all those French fries, man? Like, that's not going to make you world famous, you know? It's just,
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of prep. So I just, I would rather quality over quantity, and not that their quality isn't good, but it's just, it's a weird for me. It just doesn't go that far. I'd rather have people excited with the flavors and the quality than how much you give them, because that never lasts. You can give somebody a whole huge pile of something, but if it doesn't taste all that good, they don't want it anyway.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen some places like that. You know, like we had a restaurant called Wallbangers, and they used to like sell big burgers and stuff, you know, and they were kind of pricey. And to me, I guess it was worth it. You know, you paid good money, you got good food, but somehow maybe I guess it was too expensive, or maybe the area they were at was too expensive, that they ended up closing after, I want to say after 2 years maybe. And they had another location in about an hour away, so they kept that one because they get more business up there. In it was in McAllen. It's called McAllen, and they're close to the border too, so they get a lot of people from, you know, Mexico, big cities in Mexico. So they get more restaurant business up there, you know, than we do. And and things happen like that, you know. Sometimes you get. There was another place. There was all different kinds of burgers and hot dogs and stuff. You know, oh, you can get a hamburger with a slice of ham and some sausage and all this other stuff, and it's like $8 to $10, and they give you like a bunch of fries and stuff like that. And sometimes that place does okay for a while, but then after a while, people are just like, it's too expensive. I just go to Whataburger, or I'll go to Burger King or something like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes those places don't last.
It's tough too, because as a business model, if you open up from day one, given huge portions, and then you realize that you can't sustain that monetarily, like you're not making enough money. You're not your profit's down, you know? It's really hard to take something away from people. Anytime you take something away from somebody, they're upset. Oh, last time I came in and it was bigger. Last time I came in, there was more fries. Last time I came in, there was this. Like, I think that's something that you need to set an expectation when you first open up a restaurant. What your business model. And for us, it was, we're going to try and give a good portion of really good quality, and we're going to do our damnedest to make it perfect every time. And there's nothing to take away from that. Like, I can't take any of that away without you getting upset. But the same thing goes for a place that serves like a huge ass steak. And there's a place near where my wife and I, the country club I used to work at, there's a place where we worked together. That's where we met. There's a bar, and I always use this example because, and this is 100% true. Like, they'd be like, oh, we should go down to so-and-so for, get dinner there. They got these huge ass steaks. And I was like, what kind of steaks? What kind of, like, what are you talking about? What kind of steak? And they're like, oh, I'm not really sure what it is. It's huge. It's like the size of the plate. they have these big plates, and it's like that. I was like, is it good? They're like, yeah, it's all right, but they're huge, and I'm like, why does it? If it's not that good, why bother? Like I know there's people out there that's their priority is.
I think it's the portion size,
volume.
and the
Yeah,
food,
that,
and
that
if
matters
it's
to them.
okay. Yeah,
But I think
because they get to get full. They fill themselves up with that, and if not, they take it home, and whether they eat it or
Yeah.
not, that's their thing, you know.
I think that you can do. I think that you're much better off trying to get the customers that are worried about quality than the people that are worried about quantity. I think that will do you better in the long run.
Just don't.
But yeah,
you want something big? Get a tomahawk.
Yeah, but then that's the thing. It'd be like, oh, it's as big as the plate. Is it good? Well, but it was huge. I'm like, all right, okay, well, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in just eating something that's huge, you know.
Yeah, you want something that's great, you know.
And thank God my wife doesn't either.
Womp womp.
Yeah,
it reminds me of that. My brother had told me that there's a restaurant in San Antonio. I think it was Cafe Lulu's or Little Lulu's or something. They did the chicken fried steak that was like the size of the plate, huge cinnamon rolls and all stuff. You know, it was very popular. But when COVID came in, it destroyed the business, man. They weren't able to keep up, and they were going to try to come back when everything was like opening up and stuff, and then they just couldn't, and it just messed them up, you know.
Yeah,
it reminds me.
That happened to an awful lot of places during COVID, man. A lot of places that were over serving. I guess you could call it over serving, or you know, their portions were out of control because that's what they built a business on. And then all of a sudden prices went up, and all of a sudden all that, you know, they were saying, oh, it's only 50 cents. It's only 25 cents. It's only, 75 cents. Now, all of a sudden, something that was, if you gave a handful of fries or you gave a portion of fries might cost me 40 cents or something like that. Their portion might be 80 cents. So people will say like, oh, it's only 40 cents. It's only 40 cents. Well, now the prices of a case of fries has gone up 50%. And now that 40 cents is now 60 cents. Now 60 cents is that's a big jump in price. That's a big jump in cost.
Adds up, by the end of the month.
On a plate of food, 60 cents is huge. So happening all the time in grocery business tonight. We got 28-ounce Gatorades. It's been 32 ounces 6 months. Yeah. Cereal, Pink will tell you. The cereal, it's all by weight, right? So the box will stay the same size. Yeah, but a lot of times you see things like the box might not change, but there's less in it. So
it's like the potato chips. It has the snackosphere. That's the air pocket. Yeah. That's what my brother call it.
Yeah.
We buy breakfast sausage, and I've noticed that last month the sausage links were smaller, and I was like, "What the heck?" It used to be, size of one of your fingers. Now it's like your pinky. It's like, what the heck? It's shrinking, but everything does that. Shampoo, food, all that stuff is shrinking in size, but the price stays the same or it's more. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that for sure. So, we opened up in between COVID, kind of like it had gotten bad, and then the summertime hit, and prices were okay. Now prices are starting to go up, but I kind of tried to anticipate as much as I could. And we tried to look at portion size and stuff like that as best we could. Like, okay, worst case scenario, what's this going to do? What's that going to do? I will say this. I've been very lucky with product because, and I guess this is me patting myself on the back a little bit. Like I picked products that, I could get from multiple companies if I really had to. And some of the products that I was worried about, I've been trying to keep stocked up on. We go through a lot of these 10-inch baguettes for a couple of our sandwiches, and super popular like one of our most popular sandwiches, and we go through a lot of baguettes. So for a while there, I had like 3 cases of them in the freezer, and I don't have room for 3 cases in the freezer. Like, it was a pain in the ass, but it was, at the same time, I was like, this is the product that we want. This is the product that we like. And this is the only place I can get from. So we're going to stock up on it. And there's a lot of places that don't have that luxury, and you go there and they're out of certain things and they're substituting things. And we haven't had to do that at all yet. So, it's just, there's just so many little things. There's so many little factors that come into play. I mean, it's an interesting business for sure. Like, if you're interested in it and you don't, and you're not in it yourself, but you just find it interesting, going in and hanging around a restaurant for a while is a pretty crazy thing to do, with all the little intricacies. And, we don't have a mushroom and Swiss anymore, Pink. That's at my old place. That's a good burger, though. We might actually be going down there down to my old place for dinner tomorrow night.
When I was up at my dad's, he's got a gallon bag full of dehydrated morel mushrooms.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah, his buddy, who's outdoors guy, always gets them all these morel. So when I'm up there and I cook steaks, burgers, or whatever I'm cooking, I'm always like rehydrating them and putting them on everything. But it's like, it's over there by his toaster. He just got this organic bag of morel mushrooms that are what, $60 a pound or something like that.
Yeah, morels are expensive. We I used to use dried porcini too. Dried porcinis are really nice. They're very strong. I used to grind them up into a powder too.
Yep.
I did a mushroom soup, and then I would put a truffle white cream on top, and then I would take dried porcinis and grind them up in a coffee grinder and sprinkle them over the top of it. That was a fucking crazy soup, man. That was so good.
Yeah.
But mushrooms are awesome.
Yeah, when Pick was talking about mushroom Swiss, I'm like, give me those morels, man. And those canned shit.
Yeah. And what's nice about the dried mushrooms is if you can reconstitute them and then use the broth, that liquid that you reconstitute them in. That's always really nice, because it's always got a ton of flavor in it.
Mm-hmm.
We had we're doing a pizza with a little bit of I finish it with a white truffle oil, and it was the first week we were open, I think, and it was the first week or the second Friday we were open or something, and we were getting hammered pretty bad, and the computer was being a real son of a bitch, and we were just struggling. Like, servers were bitching. I was pissed off. Like, cooks were all bitching at each other. It was just ugly. It was like that was the worst. So far, that's been the worst hour that we've been open, where it's just been a bitch. And the owner's got a couple of daughters, and one of them, they're all running around helping, doing different jobs. And I didn't have a dishwasher yet. That's what it was. We didn't have it was before we hired our dishwasher, so it was the first week. She was doing dishes, and then came past me to put plates up on the line for the cooks. And I had one of those misters, the oil misters with the truffle oil in it. Knocked it off. She knocked it off my shelf onto the floor, and it just exploded.
Oh shit!
Fucking white truffle oil and glass. Oh my god, what a mess!
So did you beat her with like a ladle?
She was just like, didn't know what to do, and I was like, go get a fucking broom quick. Pink says he likes sliced baby portobellos. Yeah, cremini mushrooms. The baby portobellos or the cremini mushroom. They look like the regular white mushroom, but they're
really
tan in color. They're brown in color, and they're more firm. That's one of my favorite mushrooms too. They sear so well. I mean, if you slice them and throw them in a real hot saute pan with a little bit of melted butter or something, or clarified butter, they sear amazing because they're firmer than a white mushroom. That's a really nice mushroom, especially if you're doing sauces. If you're doing like a brown sauce or something, or a pan sauce or something for a steak, it's a fantastic mushroom to use for that. Yeah,
hungry.
Yeah, me too. I grew up not really liking mushrooms, and I really enjoy them now. If they're made in a way that I like. And some people like, some bland ass slimy mushrooms. That sucks. But I always like to. Hen of the Woods is another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I used to do a pan sauce. I'd finish off my demi-glace for my steaks. And just as it's finishing off, I'd just tear a couple of chunks of Hen of the Woods off and just warm it through in the sauce so that it wasn't totally cooked down. And it's such a neat mushroom. It's such a cool mushroom.
You can find them out there by your house.
Yeah, I actually have a guy I know. He actually is he's the service manager at the place I take my truck and at the auto shop. He's into that. He lives near our camp, actually, our hunting camp. He lives back in the woods, and real rural. And he does a lot. He has a friend that has a mushroom business, but he also goes out and does it himself too. And he'll hunt mushrooms and stuff like that. And he's found them. He'll come across this this patch of oyster mushrooms or something like that. He smokes them. He has a smoker at the house, so he'll take them and smoke them, and then use them in sauces and saute them down after they're smoked. He's a big fan of that. It's pretty cool.
I just bought a new smoker.
Oh yeah? What happened to your other one?
Oh well,
Not on fire.
the other one caught on fire, about burned my house down.
Right.
But I've been smoking everything on my Performer Weber. It's basically a 22-inch kettle.
Mm-hmm.
That I got rigged up for smoking. But I just bought a new Pit Boss pellet smoker.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if TPC is still out there in the chat, that it's all his fault and barbecue's fault. Because I've been waiting since that one almost burned my house down. I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting rid of this smoker. I'm thinking about a pellet smoker, and I couldn't decide on which one to get. Of course, there's the Traegers and the this and the that, and we have a local business called Grilla, Grilla, which makes kick-ass pellet smokers and other kinds of grills, whatever. Really heavy duty stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, TPC, who's a big time barbecue guy and restaurant guy and competition barbecue, and he says, I'm buying this Pit Boss pellet smoker. And I start looking into them, and I'm like, man, he bought one on sale for dirt cheap. And I'm like, all right, if this thing goes back on sale for dirt cheap, I'm gonna buy it. And then, was it 3-4 days ago, some bitch went back on sale. I'm like, I went add to cart.
Nice.
Boom, picked it up. I burned it in. I haven't cooked anything on it yet. It's ready to roll. It's on my deck. It's ready to go. And so I'm eager to start trying to. I mean, I'm so used to that charcoal smoker that now I'm on a pellet smoker, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of smoker experience, so I'm not one to get involved with it too much.
Yeah, it can't be too hard. I mean, and shit. If I can smoke briskets and pork shoulders and chickens and venison and duck and goose and shit like that on a charcoal smoker, I should be able to do all that with a pellet smoker.
Right.
Just remember the rules. Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got confused.
No, that was last weekend.
That was last weekend.
Yeah. So now I'm getting, well, you know, because this thing is you plug it in, you put some pellets in it, and you set the temperature, and you've got your temperature probes and everything like that. And I don't know. I think I'm getting lazy or something.
Could be.
Watch it turn out some.
I just say just experiment. You know, try it out. You know, slowly. You know, don't try to make something big, and just experiment and see what works for you. You know?
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do. Well, see, I go on vacation this week, so the first thing I do when I get back is I'm going to spatchcock a chicken, like a 6-pound chicken, and throw it on the smoker and check it out, because that'll be my litmus test for what I do in the future. You know, because I don't know, it's if you can do a chicken, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ribs, and I mean, they're kind of. It's not that. I mean,
it's not forgiving. Chicken is not forgiving. So
exactly,
if you can do a decent job at smoking a chicken, you can probably pull anything else off too.
Yeah. I mean, because ribs and pork shoulder, they're very forgiving. There's so much fat in them. You really can't fuck it up unless you're a total retard. Can we swear on
it? Sure.
It's a late night show.
Got nothing to lose now.
I didn't say anything racist, so. But no, it's. I mean, I have fun smoking, you know, all that kind of stuff and making jerky and all that crap, and I mean that's kind of my thing. So, but this is a whole new adventure with a pellet smoker. You know, I mean, I'm using this charcoal one. I've had stick burners with the offset smoke box on them, you know, where you build a fire externally and it cooks and smokes everything inside the main chamber. I've had all kinds of different smokers. I've never had a pellet smoker. So I don't know. I'm excited and nervous.
That's cool. I haven't played with. I haven't smoked a whole lot. I have I don't know. Maybe I know there's a restaurant that was near the place down the street from us that does that dude does smoked chicken, and he uses it for his chicken salad, and it was pretty good. But again, he had it down to it was really good. But I could see somebody doing that and butchering it pretty bad, you know, because you got that too hot or too long. It's, you know.
Yep. And, you know, the thing is, I didn't need this thing, but it was cheap enough, and I guess I just wanted to start doing that, I guess.
Yeah. I keep waiting for those 300 blackout uppers to come down to about $50. I don't get one of those.
I keep looking at those when they come on sale for like $3.99 or something. I'm like going, oh shit! Every time I see one of those, I'm like, fuck, poor Midnight.
Yeah, they're still like $4.49. I looked the other day, the one that I wanted, still at $4.49.
Dude, I gotta tell you what, I love that thing. I got that primary arms on there with the ACSS 2.5 straight up power on there.
Mm-hmm.
That thing, I got those AR 500 steel targets, and it just rings them every time. It's like cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, I got everything but the upper. I don't have any mags, but you just use 5.56 mags or 223 mags. No big deal. But one of these days, I got a couple things that I would like to get. I'd like to get a new carry gun within the next 1 or 2 gun purchases.
What are you carrying now?
I have that Bursa 40, that Thunder.
Yeah.
It's just heavy. It's all metal. It's steel frame. It's steel with the aluminum frame, or whatever the frame is. Some kind of hot mix, and but it's a heavy gun, and so I need to get a gun belt too. I'm gonna when the farm show when the outdoor show rolls around this year. Again, I want to go and do some videos and stuff like that, but I want to pick up a gun belt. I've never had a real nice one, something that's real sturdy. I've only ever had
gun belt helps.
Yeah,
when it's real big, little wide and thick. I mean, sturdy. It helps with the whole
sure.
And I don't want to order something without being able to see it or feel it or check it out. You know what I mean? I hate ordering stuff like that without seeing it. So
yeah,
I got a card from somewhere last year and I'd lost the damn thing. I think it fell out of my pocket because there was I can't remember the name of the company, but they had some really nice ones that were, not super expensive for the quality that they were. But yeah, I need a good belt, but I'd like to get a new carry gun. I'd like to, whether it's one of the, whether it's like a 365, like one of the SIGs, or even one of the Mossbergs, the MC, whatever the hell they are now. There's like 100 letters, MCS1 something C, whatever it is. I really like that one when I checked it out, and now that they have the bigger capacity. So
I just bought that Shield Plus.
Yeah, I'd like something in 40. I do like 40 cal, but I could see going to 9mm just because it's something, because the guns are smaller, but I do like 40.
Yeah, I carry a 40 right now, and I was almost thinking of trying to go for a 9mm, something a little smaller, even in size, so it'd be a little bit lighter to carry.
Yeah, there's a couple things out there I'd like to get, and they're nothing I'm looking at super expensive. There's basically 4 things that I want to get in my next 4 gun purchases, whenever they might be. Is I want a new carry gun. I want to get a revolver. I don't have a revolver. Well, I have the 22, which is cool, which is a super sweet little gun. If you don't own a single action 22, you should, and I think everybody should have one of those, But I'd like to get either a 686 or even like a like one of the Taurus. I'll tell you what's a cool Taurus that I thought was really cool was this. I think it's the 692, the Taurus 692. It's a 357 38, but you can also shoot 9mm out of it, and I thought that was fucking cool.
Multi-caliber, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I could see going for something fun like that just because it's kind of neat. I want to get a 1911, which might turn out to be like a Rock Island, which I'm totally cool with. Like a GI model 1911 Rock Island or something. And I want to get an upper for that. I want to get an upper for that AR. I have the lower and I have the damn red dot for it.
Well,
I have the
Santa
I have
Claus has a huge list to fill right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow.
Now, is this the AR? Is that the truck gun you want to try to do still, or?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'd like it to be able to travel with it,
That was my that blackout was my truck gun when I went up north. It lived in my back seat of my truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can travel from state to state with it. Why not? Why not have something, even if you keep it in a case or something like they make some really nice soft cases for stuff like that. Why not? It's legal. You can carry it.
Oh yeah.
I want to put those
Across,
rifle racks in the back window of my pickup again. I used to have those years ago. And it was like, oh, you're a target then. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to town. It's going to be like when I go to camp or, I'm not going to keep up there all the time,
Go hunting or something.
Yeah. Plus looks badass.
And then has the bumper sticker. Don't you try stealing my guns, or you'll be dead.
Yeah.
Well, I used to have an 870 and a Browning BPS in the back window of my pickup when I went to high school back in 1800.
Wow. Is that the year of the dust? Big old dust bowl.
1986.
I reckon. And you probably had this product in your kitchen, and it's lard.
In my 79 Ford F100 with the 5-speed. And it was green.
Nice.
Nice.
It will not push an outhouse over. In the snow.
Going uphill.
That's fine.
At 5 a.m.
I remember my uncle had an old F100 back in the day. It still had the high beams on the floor,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's where God intended them to be.
Grand Prix had one of those.
They always went out though.
What's this button do? It's for the high beams. Oh.
It's the turbo. That's a turbo boost. Yeah.
Oh, and it worked every time.
That damn thing never wanted to work when I needed it. The cops caught me.
I had a full bench seat in the front of that Ford pickup, and the chick in the middle. I'm shifting to fourth right now. You better move your right knee a little bit.
Number 4.
And that put my hand right about there. Not about there.
Yeah.
Right about there.
Yeah, I vaguely, I was pretty little. I was only a couple years old, but my grandpa had a red Ford. I think it was an F100 with the bench and stuff like that. I vaguely remember it. Then he got rid of that and got an S10, and it had bucket seats. And he used to always bitch. He used to always bitch about the bucket seats. He used to always bitch about them. He's like, all right, let your mom and uncle talk me into getting this with the bucket seats because it was like the new thing, And he's like, I missed having one seat. He's like, because
Well, my dad's problem when he bought a Ford Ranger, motherfucking Ford Ranger, and his deal was if mom was riding with him, he had no place to put a 6-pack of beer,
right?
Because that goddamn thing was so small,
Well,
there was no room in there for nothing.
You talk about not liking it because of something criminal or whatever. My grandpa used to say how he used to say how he liked the bench seat because he's like, well, if we were going somewhere and you got tired, you could just lay down.
That didn't have tilt wheel though, but you could still make it for sure.
Yeah, he's like, you could just lay down you could just lay down and take a nap. Now it's like if you said that, they'd throw you in jail for child abuse, It's like everything else. No.
Like back in the days when you used to ride behind, the back of the truck bed,
Oh yeah.
Ride the back of the truck with a kerosene heater back there.
Now it's like you have to be inside the cabin,
Yeah.
But there's not enough room where your mom could sit in the back, but you have to sit in the front. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, we used to ride in the back all the time, back in the bed.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had a suburban seat in the back of that Ford F100 that fit. You know, the back of it fit up against the back of the cab, and
like
then we
a
had
brat.
a topper on it, and then we had a kerosene heater burning in the corner, the back corner, for our 3-hour ride up to the cabin to keep us three kids warm while we went up there.
From freezing to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
I'd be thrown in jail.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Or
like
the burn ward.
Yeah. Yeah. Or yeah, one after the other.
And then my dad, he was such a softie, or is, he's still alive. He'd pick up freaking hitchhikers.
Yeah. Just sit back there with you, right? Make them sit back with you.
Luckily, it was always mom scooted over and they rode in the front.
Yeah.
His 3 kids are in the back.
Well, if you're gonna get murdered, might as well be everybody at once, right?
That's right.
That's funny. Yeah. There was an Instagram post the other day it said, how old were you when you started driving or something like that? And it was like, well, we got to ask some questions. I was like, we got to ask some questions first. Like, what do you consider driving? You talking about dirt roads? You talking about back roads? You talking about a highway? Like,
oh man, I think I was like 8 years old.
Yeah, I was little. Yeah,
well, I was young. Driving the tractor and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a car on the road, I was probably 9 or 10.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. The road, when we go up to camp, my wife always yells at me to slow. She's like, slow down on these windy ass roads, And I was like, I was driving
roads for years.
I was like, I used to drive this road when I was 10.
You're lucky I'm not sideways on this next turn because I normally am.
I was like, I used to drive this at 10. I don't know why I was allowed to, but I know why I was allowed to because my grandpa let me do whatever the hell I wanted, whether it was a good idea or not. But yeah.
I said it earlier today to my buddy. I'm like, I spoil the shit out of my kids, and I will do the same to my grandkids. I don't give a shit what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they want to do, they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Within reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying legally, but within reason.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's not okay to do.
Well, you gotta have fun, man.
Yeah.
Yep. All kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do it safely. All right, let's call it a night. I was supposed to call it a night an hour ago. I got to get up here in less than 4 hours now.
Oh shit!
Oh man, I had the worst. I had a rough night last night too, man. I woke up with a horrible migraine, like one of those where you're not even awake yet and you're in trouble.
I'm very lucky. I've never had one of those.
Yeah, I don't have them very often, and I went to bed with a little bit of a headache and I shouldn't have. I should have taken something because I went to bed. I didn't sleep well. And then, this morning rolled around and I was like, oh man, like it was sick to my stomach a little bit. I got up and took a couple of Excedrin migraines, which eventually helped. But for about an hour, man, I was feeling really bad. Eyes felt like somebody. With me, it's my eyes. Some people get it in their head, their temples, their back of their head, their front of their head.
Yeah, yeah.
For me, it's my eyes. It just feels like somebody's squeezing my eyes. It hurts so bad, and I was nauseous. So I'm just laying in bed, like not being able to be comfortable. It's just miserable. I hate it. So I was kind of off all day today. Got up and did some stuff and went to the store and did some. I took the little guy Christmas shopping so he could buy, to buy his presents for everybody, some t-shirts and, whatever, little stuff that he got. So he has something to give to everybody. But I just, even during the day, I was just like, not feeling it, and I felt pretty good. And then about 8:30, I started feeling it again. Like I just, just kind of wiped out. Gabriel was asking, do you have visual anomalies with migraine? No, not so much. I just, this one wasn't horrible. I can't say that it was like horrible. It was shitty, but I've had them a couple of times where I feel like dizzy and nauseous, and I'll just sort of sit there with my eyes closed and my head down, like on the side of the bed or something, or, sitting up in the corner, sitting up on the bed. And I just don't have a whole lot of, you can't be comfortable. It's just miserable. I'm lucky. I don't have very many of them. I know there's a lot of people that deal with it a lot more and a lot worse. Today was just a shitty day, and it was, I can't describe it. That's the only way I can describe it, is if, it just literally feels like something is squeezing my eyes. It just hurts. It sucks. There's a lot of people though that do have that. Like he's talking about visual anomalies, like they see spots, or their eyes, like they have blind spots, like black patches, like black, like parts that they just can't see. There's all sorts of there's all sorts of shit. It sucks, man.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, it's just it kind of wipes me out,
As much as I abuse myself, I'm kind of surprised I don't have any major health problems.
Yeah. But I knew when I went to bed and that was it. Like when I woke up in the morning and I was like, oh shit, like, oh man, my eyes hurt so bad. I was like, why the fuck didn't I take something when I went to bed? Because it's happened to me before where I have a little bit of a headache, I go to bed, and then wake up in the morning and it's horrible,
Well, it's like going to bed when you have to pee. You're like, I'll just go to bed. And then you wake up at 3 and got to go pee.
Yep, for sure.
Same
Especially
thing.
when you
go to bed and you got a little acid reflux going. Maybe I should take some Tums. I'll be all right. Then you wake up in the morning, you're like going, son of a bitch.
Burping up battery acid. Yeah. Yeah, and when you get older and it's all that. Years ago, it doesn't bother me so much now, but when I was in my mid-20s, if I ate like a meal or something right before I went to bed, and being a chef, like that happens a lot. You come home late and you're not hungry at work, you come home and then you eat something. Like if I would just eat like some crackers or something like that, it wouldn't happen. But if I would come home and eat like a burger and then go straight to bed, dude, I would have the craziest dreams. I was having nightmares. Like I would wake up like crazy, like nightmares.
Vampire alien invasion.
Like serious, like serious shit. Like I would wake up scared, like I was like somebody was in the house. Like I felt like paranoid, and I had to stop like eating late. Your body does weird shit, man. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've actually had one dream where it was a zombie dream and stuff. That when I woke up, I was looking out the. I could see that it was morning, right? And I'm looking out the window. I'm thinking, should I look out the window or not? Is it really the invasion? Like it stays with you like for a couple of seconds, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's a damn dream. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn nightmare.
Yeah, my son's dealt with some night terrors. That's rough.
No. Yeah, man.
Every once in a while, he hasn't had a bad one for quite a while. But last week or the week and a half ago, he sat up in bed and yelled, and he was still asleep. And I was like, buddy, lay down, buddy. Go to sleep. It's okay. Lay down. And he just was going like this. He was saying, what? Like he was, I forget what he was saying, but he just kept turning his head side to side and his eyes were totally closed and he was saying something. And it took a couple minutes for him to finally wake up a little bit to where he realized like I was having a dream and, he went back to sleep or whatever and he was fine. But we had a bunch of nights where, and if you've never had a kid that has night terrors, man, I'll tell you what, it's rough because they're asleep and they're screaming like they're being murdered, and you can't wake them up sometimes, and it's really rough.
How old is he now?
He's just turned 7.
Okay.
Wow.
But he had him when he was, I don't know, I would say 4 or 5-ish. Maybe he was when he was having them, not super regular, but once a week maybe he would have something. And yeah, he would just sit straight up in bed and start screaming.
Wow.
And it was just like, whoa. And you're kind of helpless. Like you can't really do anything about it because sometimes they just don't even wake up for, it takes you 30 seconds to wake them up. 30 seconds is a long time to have a kid screaming at 2 a.m,
Oh yeah, man.
No
my
kidding.
brother one time, when my nephew was around that age, my brother was watching The Walking Dead and stuff. My nephew wanted to watch it. My brother said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah, I can watch this stuff. It's no problem." So he's watching it and he's just like freaking out, like, whoa, and then like he started having nightmares about zombies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "I told you, man.
Yeah.
This is too much for you, buddy."
Yeah, it sucks, man. And you can't. Yeah, it's amazing because they're in. Go ahead.
I still remember one time that my mom was taking care of him, and they were showing E.T.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "You want to watch this?" And it's like, "Hey, yeah, I want to watch it." Right? As soon as he saw E.T. walking around and stuff, he was just like staring at it, like, "What the hell?" He was all freaked out of the movie, man. It was just funny. Kids are funny at that age, man, because they start freaking out and all this stuff, anything like aliens on TV or something, any kind of zombies or whatever stuff. They just crack you up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy with, your son going through that, man.
Yeah, it's rough because he's so asleep that it's hard to wake him up, and like I say, he hasn't had one for a while, but when they're that asleep, I mean, it's just like waking up anybody that's in a really deep sleep. It takes a little bit,
Does he sleepwalk?
No, not really.
He's just waking. He's just like sitting up from his bed, basically.
Yeah. I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to. So a little bit. I don't think I did it a ton, but I used to.
Yeah.
But
not like in Step Brothers, right?
Yeah, right. They're out on beating the shit out of each other and stuff.
He goes, "What's my purse doing in the refrigerator?" He goes, "Check the oven." "Why is there pillows in there?"
Yeah. All right, let's call it a night. You guys got anything you need to plug?
No.
Anything interesting going on your respective channels? I won't say respectable. I'll say respective.
Well, let's see.
Gizzard.
I always enjoy telling you this. I'm on vacation the next 2 weeks.
You're a piece of shit. Oh, sorry. Was I muted?
Wait, let me piggyback on that. I'm on vacation starting Wednesday until January 4th.
Nice.
And I will piggyback off of that by saying I only have to work 3 days this week and 2 days the week after that.
There you go. Well, I hope you guys all get together and blow each other and die.
I hope you die while you're blowing somebody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
And then
your
there's
family
the crime
finds out
scene-
about it.
The crime scene photos.
Yeah, so your families find out about. There was an old when the Man Show, when Jimmy Kimmel was still funny. There was
Was he ever?
Yeah.
So funny.
There
Before
was
he turned into a big piece of shit.
Yeah. There was a man
Yeah, he's
show
a hypocrite.
where Adam Carolla started a business, and it was basically a business that cleaned up your life when you died. If you ever died suddenly, like they would come into your apartment and take all the porn off your computer and take like all the crazy, like, clean out your medicine cabinet if you had drugs in it, or whatever, and they'd clean out your side
All
table
the
from your
valuable
bedroom
evidence.
if it had all the creep, like it had, if you had like a bong or something or porn like in your room, they would take all that stuff, and so they showed
Blow
up,
up doll or something.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a service, like it was like insurance that you'd pay a little bit every month, and then when you died, they'd come into your house in like a hazmat suits and clean up your house so your family didn't think you were a degenerate.
So like when they do
Well,
the
more of a
eulogy, it's like he was such an angel.
Yeah.
He never had any bad stuff in his house and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
little did they know he had the
all
service and got rid of the
all of his internet history has been deleted for the last 30 days. That's awesome. He's great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. That was a pretty good show back in the day.
Yeah, it was an awesome show, man. And I like when you see him in Jimmy, with his new show and stuff. He's like, he's all like, I don't do that kind of stuff anymore. I'm all
he forgets where he came from.
Yeah.
That's, he forgets where he came from. He forgets what got him where he is now, which is just good old fashioned, like, comedy, just making fun of people and laughing and having a good time and not thinking about the next woke agenda.
Yeah,
He forgets
ever since
that's where he
started
came
saying
from.
stuff about guns, man, that just like I just like stopped watching. I was like, the hell with you. I was like,
Yeah.
Because the only reason I would watch his show is for like the actors, the entertainers, because you want to hear about their stories of, oh, I'm making a new movie and it's about this or that, stuff that was fun. That's the fun part. But now when he starts coming out and, ever since the Las Vegas shooting, we should ban guns and nobody should have. Oh, okay, whatever. Rosie O'Donnell.
It's not even just guns; it's everything. He's super liberal and he's just super hypocritical. It's just, I don't know. He did what he had to be. I guess he did what he had to do to get the people that he wanted to like him to actually like him.
Get on his side,
and that's what it is, I guess. I don't know.
That's basically what entertainers do these days with politics and gun and against guns and stuff like that.
They gotta get the right people on their side, and that's what he did, I guess. I don't know. Fuck him. All right, let's call it a night.
Get the hell out of here, Pancake.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Going on 2:00, and I got to get up in the morning. I got to pack this kid's lunch. Got all sorts of shit to do. Let's go. Take it out, Moo. No, not Moo. Abe. Yeah.
I am incredibly offended at the fact that you happen to think I'm Moo.
You have to go professional. I'm just an amateur.
Yeah. Moop.
No.
Ape and
You had
Moo.
one
Moop.
job.
Moop.
Yeah, one job.
Yeah.
One job, and I fell over in the sand.
You son of
The
a...
only benefit to being Moo would be his daughter, and that would be creepy if it was true. So,
I wonder how many people tried taking it.
notices of all ages.
Olivia, come here. She'd do it. She'd take us out. I'll mute myself.
I keep telling you, only if she's into men in their mid-30s who are potato-shaped. Thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. This concludes our regular program, but we'll be back later because we had plenty of fiber. The gun channel community.
And we'll probably have to pee in 2 hours.
Did you say fiber?
Optic. It's all that glass. It helps bind you up and clean you out.
It's called
the Gun Channel's community Monday night programming. You're going to have AC Headlines with Matt. Maybe, depending on how shit's going. We'll have a free-for-all chat at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's it. There's no other Gun Channel's branded shows that are available. Don't listen to whatever that nutcase in Washington is telling you. For cool and unique two-way swag, go over to gearwebsites.com. That's gearwebsites.com for cool and unique two-way swag. And remember, a Slim Jim is a hot dog, a candy is a sandwich, and keep your chambers earled and your fudge loaded.
Load your fudge. Don't forget to load your fudge. The FBI might come down your chimney. Make sure you get your razor wire and your fudge ready.